sir. We are live. We are live. We are live. Brand new Swifty. Put that speaker up too.
Yeah, for that little shit, cause that shit got me hurt. For that little shit, cause that shit never worked. These bitches for everybody doing dirt. Yeah, if that pussy good, I might buy you a purse. Baby, I was down bad, down on my words. Baby, you had me ready to die, put me in my hearse. Bitch, I tried it all, yeah, I know this shit won't work. Yeah, don't be mad when I go to the next bitch. She throwing that ass in a circle, she told us what did it catch this. Bitch, I'm a dog with a bone, tell the little bitch you confess this. When that bitch giving me dome, in the wheel try not to crash it. Where I be putting it on, niggas they hate with a passion. If you don't act right, baby get left in the passings. I don't give a fuck if you was a 10, baby I'll leave you like back when. I got denim tears on my fitted, baby no I ain't even capping. Niggas they said I'm a dog, pussy I bring all the cats in. Niggas a pussy, he ain't find me cause he wasn't looking. How the fuck is you gon' fuck that bitch wrong? Damn, that nigga's a rookie. Yeah, when a nigga be shooting his shot, it's cash, I ain't even looking. Your bitch wanna fuck with the gang, yeah, your bitch give up cookie. She give up the 9-9, niggas bro, they ain't getting no guala. 1200 for my jacket, that shit is here right on my collar. Whole face, who the size war, baby, you can't even tell me who's hotter. Yeah, she don't wanna fuck with the kid, it's not my fault, I don't even bother. Love comes around, yeah, for that little shit, cause that shit got me hurt. For that little shit, cause that shit never worked. These bitches for everybody doing dirt. Yeah,
You never
good, I might buy you a purse. Baby, I was down bad, down on my words. Baby, you had me ready to die, put me in my hearse. Bitch, I tried it all, yeah, I know this shit won't work. Yeah, don't be mad when I go to the next bitch. Don't be mad when I go to the next bitch. Yeah, don't be mad when I go to the next bitch.
We are live. We are live. Welcome everyone to the YouTube channel live. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. Shout out to Zaytona, Alex in the chat.
What's up, Zaytona?
We're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about all that Mr. Beast. We're going to address a lot of things happening. A lot of things happened. Well, let's not say a lot, but a good amount of things, and each thing has its own significance. So it feels like it's 1,000 things at the same time. But we are back again. Club Admission Podcast. Round of applause. Thank you guys again for joining us this week. We are live streaming right now, Monday nights, like we always do. If you're watching us after that, please check us out live Monday nights on YouTube. I'm going to try to get the Twitch going back again. But this is Club Admission Podcast, CAP, episode 146. Thank you very much for joining us. I am Sound, the weekly host, and the CAP crew is in the chat, live chat right now. You guys are all our producers, the CAP crew. Let us know how we sound. Let us know how we look. Let us know if we're lagging. Let us know if any audio issues happen. You are all co-producers on the show, so we appreciate you all. Thank you very much. We got the co-host extraordinaire, Noel, right here. Got the double cup in his hand, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Sipping on something saucy. You know what I'm saying?
Feeling nice. I'm about to talk crazy.
We got Marloon in the building.
About to act crazy.
Oh, executive producer, co-host extraordinaire in the building. Got the Miami colorways on deck. That blue,
saying, some calm,
pink, white. You know what I'm saying? Looking very sexy. Yeah, man. For starters, we had a very dope weekend in Rhode Island. Shout out to what was it? What was the event called? We can say the name now.
Yeah. What was it?
The Sizzle.
Sip and Sizzle.
Sip and Sizzle.
Mm-hmm.
Sip and Sizzle. Shout out to Sip and Sizzle. Shout out to our boy Mike. You know what I'm saying? Michael Wongo's the Sip and Sizzle. It was Sip and Sizzling.
Nah, yeah. Niggas was sipping.
It was Sipping
My
and
pants
Sizzling.
was sizzling.
Your pants? Okay, I thought you said your parents. I'm like, bro.
Nah, my
God.
pants.
Your pants?
I don't know which was
I
worse.
think I almost saw you lose them that night.
I almost did.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone that was there. Much love. Much appreciation always. I went to the water park, took my son Ocean to the water park. He turned 3 years old, so we went there to celebrate his birthday again. Hell of a water park. It was the Water Whiz, the water park known in New England as the largest outdoor water park in New England. Grown Ups was filmed there, the famous Adam Sandler comedy movie, one of the funniest movies of all time, one of my favorite movies, was filmed there. It was called Water Whiz, the water park Water Whiz. Do I recommend going back? Me personally, no. Never going back there again in my life.
Nigga, why?
It looked like it was something out of the 1980s, right? It gave a lot of old vibes. The slides kind of gave old vibes.
Oh, hell no.
And
So
then
part of the aesthetic, bro.
and then the funnest slide was the one I went on with King, my girlfriend's little brother King. We almost died.
Nigga.
It was one of those slides you race each other, but it's like a slide, like a real deal slide, but you get on like a pad or like a mat,
Mm-hmm.
and you slide on the mat. You can go with your body, but they always use the mat. So you get on the mat and then you slide down like this. You know, you got to race the person next to you. I almost died. Bro, it was so unsafe. It was flying. And
Oh,
then like the
hell
whole
no.
time water's just going at you even while you're sliding down. And I'm like, but you're supposed to not put your head up. But it's like, how am I going to go like this if I'm just flying down? And I think it's the same slide from the movie Grown Ups. Like they flew down and like there was like a scene where like they flew and went crazy. It was that slide, bro. I'm like, what the hell? This shit, when you watch people on it, it seems dope. But when you get on it, nah, that's a slide from hell, bro. I'm never going back there. And on top of that, there was another the other slides that were kind of decent.
Nigga's crazy.
It took like an hour to wait in line
Wow.
because it was packed.
You would have thought Adam Sandler was there.
Yeah, you would thought Adam Sandler was there, but it was packed. But the lines were never not necessarily long, but it was a long wait. It was weird. It was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it was whatever. I like Kenobi Lake compounds better. I've had better experiences. I wouldn't recommend. I would check it out if I'm you, anyone, if you want to just experience the one from, it's famous Grown Ups. But other than that, and I also hit my head. I almost died. I hit my head on a playground area for kids with a water bucket. Every water park has like a bucket that fills up and then falls down. Fills up and
What
then
the
falls
fuck,
down.
You get under it?
And I was chasing King on that at the end to leave, but then I pull myself up into this playground thing, and I think it doesn't have like a bar because it's for kids, but it's grown-ups get on it too. And it had like a bar, I guess like a height limit bar, and I hit my head on the bar, the metal bar, and I still have a little. I don't know why I just hit my head right now. I'm stupid, but I just I have a bump still here. It's gone down, but it's still sore. But I was scared to sleep that night and everything. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Because it was good. Like I got first aid checked me out and everything, but you never know. It's a head injury. I never get hit in the head. I never got hit in the head directly there, and I got the braids, so it's like you could get full scalp. You know what I'm saying? So I got full scalp contact. It wasn't like it hit hair. That shit. It was almost like as if I'm bald. That shit hit full scalp. So
This nigga.
My boy got a whole bar indent.
yeah, I was scared, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was shooken up, bro, because
You're better than
I
me.
tasted blood. Cause I bit down so hard, I tasted blood. And my bottom gums were bleeding.
Nigga, you
And
didn't.
then King was like, let's keep going. I'm like, King, I almost died. So, all right, hold up, I
King,
need to take a
I'ma beat
break.
your ass.
Nigga.
I was shooken up. I didn't black
He's like,
out, but I was
"Get your ass
shaking up.
over here, King."
Nah, Vic's a better man than me. I would have fell over and faked an injury.
I was thinking about that afterwards.
wouldn't have
But I know
gotten
that
up.
they were scared of that though, like because the first aid was like, you okay?
You went to them or they like pulled up on you?
No, I went to them.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay? What do you need? Blah, blah, blah. We're gonna keep in contact. What's your number? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, it's
Just because they know
Have they hit you up?
no, they haven't hit me up yet.
Motherfuckers. Nah, you gotta sue them, bro.
They haven't hit me up yet.
You gotta sue them for lying to you.
Yeah, they haven't hit me up yet. They wanted to follow up. They haven't followed up with me yet. Follow up with me, Water Whiz. Unless you want a $200 million fucking lawsuit, I'm gonna hit you like Tracy Morgan hit Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me started. Also, over the weekend, we did go to St. Mary's Fest. We stopped by real quick. St. Mary's Feast. I checked it out. It was a lot of white people. That's what's gonna be expected, but very dope.
Obviously.
A lot of young people.
Yeah.
Teenagers, bro.
Yeah.
Like the Cranston teens came out to show out.
I mean, what else got? Cranston don't got anything else going on.
My God.
That's
and
it,
a
bro.
lot-
They wait all year for that shit.
And a lot of washed women. I don't know if you noticed that. Vic.
Looking for the youngins
clean?
that are there.
No.
Looking for the youngins that are there.
It's like I could tell back in your day, you was throwing it.
Catching it.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about women.
Oh, shoot. Okay. So they
Yeah,
were
so
throwing
it was
it
like
in.
moms. It was like moms.
Okay.
Great bodies. And like you look at the body first, you'd be like, yo,
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
look at the face, you'd be like, wait a minute. You're like 30, 40.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Making
they
St. Mary proud.
yeah, and they got like a kid with them, and I'm just like, okay, you threw it too much.
Listen, St. Mary died for it, bro. That's what he said. She died
That's crazy.
for that.
No one caught it and
For
kept
greatness to continue.
it. Yeah. That was what it was for.
So
Y'all
a lot of food,
Yo,
a lot of
bugging.
dope vibes.
Yeah, it was dope.
Marching band out of nowhere, music, free entertainment. We got grown men in married relationships with crop tops.
Oh, that was crazy.
That was dope, though. I'm
That
like,
was-
this guy's going through it.
I can't lie, he was kind of killing the fit.
He was
gotta-
arguing with his wife
Yeah. With a crop top on.
with a crop top on. You know what I'm
Mom.
saying?
Nigga's like 6'3".
You
white.
could tell he was straight. He wasn't like oh, he was straight with a crop, and it wasn't like I'll rock like a little crop top vibe, but that was a crop top. Like it
And-
was half on.
And he had a whole
Like he
stomach.
cut that shit maybe before he got there.
He was like skinny fat.
Yeah.
Like he had a gut, but he was skinny.
Shout out to Cranston, Rhode Island. Yeah, St. Mary's Feast. There was a shooting at St. Mary's Feast, but it wasn't. It was the day before we went, but it was at a bar. And the person I believe was arrested and everything had possession of cocaine. I saw like they had drugs on them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, cocaine
Yeah,
substance.
my coworker was telling me
America.
about that shit today.
Yeah, and they had guns and on them, so they got taken. They got handled, but it wasn't. It didn't affect the St. Mary's Feast. But I believe where it happened at was shut down. The bar, restaurant.
It was, yeah,
For the
from what I
day.
heard.
Yeah, they had to do that. What the hell's going on? Drake with a brand new post. We're gonna talk about Drake in a bit. He just posted right now a photo with a Tupac shirt on. God bless him, his life, man. God
You
bless
seen the
Drake.
Lupe shit?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that today.
I've been in
too.
the spaces listening.
Oh, you been?
Yeah, Lupe's a fucking hater.
Lupe is very
I love him.
Isn't that
Too
what he's
vague.
known for, though?
And
He's
it
too
comes
vague.
off as hating.
Yeah.
And it's like you're too smart to know what you're doing.
Yeah, he's trying to play mind games.
And it's like,
We're gonna talk about that though.
that's
later.
why I think it's hate, bro.
We're gonna talk about that later. Rhode Island news to start real quick. A couple quick topics. Nas was here. Nas and AZ performed in Rhode Island. They came to the smallest state in the country, our beloved Rhode Island. They stopped by and they performed with the Philharmonic Orchestra, celebrating the Illmatic 30 anniversary, performing Illmatic live here in Providence, Rhode Island. They were wearing suits. It was very fancy. The crowd loved it. It was a very, very dope performance. The band, I heard, had great reviews. I was trying to go, but the tickets were extremely expensive. I was looking at resale tickets. They were going for $400 per person.
Oh my God.
$400 per person. Now, don't get me wrong. If I could afford it, and I was a big Nas fan, like I love Nas.
Was Nas gonna be there?
No, yeah, Nas performed.
Oh, I thought you said it was like, nigga, I don't know what I heard. My
No,
bad.
because it was the Rhode Island Philharmonic.
That's what I'm thinking, that it was them
That's the
performing
band that
it.
performs every year in the Roger Williams
Okay.
Park for free. They do that show.
Okay.
It's like a jazz show.
I thought they're doing like a tribute. I didn't know Nas would be there.
So they perform together. That's why it made it unique.
Okay, that's dope.
Because it's dope. It's dope. It's a combination of both.
Yeah, but ain't no one that much of a Nas fan.
Yeah, so but I was not paying $400 to see it, but hopefully Nas comes back again, does another. That I heard it was a good turnout, so hopefully they do it again. Shout out to Nas coming through Rhode Island real quick. Forgot to check in, bro. You didn't hit me. You know, it's okay though. You weren't harmed. I made sure of it. Just kidding.
I'm letting you have that, bro.
Just kidding. I'm not Jay Prince. I'm not James Prince.
Wearing that sweater and saying all that.
Yeah, I'm not James Prince. That's not me.
Yeah, you look like you belong on Federal Hill.
Listen,
You look like a crip.
low key, because this is Martine Rose, but it gives me Sergio Tacchini inspiration in the design.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the Sergio Tacchini classic jumpsuits. You know what I'm saying? A little fashion talk. Rhode Island. 2 men in Rhode Island, Portsmouth. It's spelled Portsmouth, but I always say Portsmouth.
It's
It's
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth?
It's
But it's
Portsmouth.
spelled Portsmouth.
It's spelled.
So they gotta do
Portsmouth,
something about
but
that.
it's Portsmouth.
That's the first issue. But the second issue is that 2 men have been arrested for allegedly traveling to Portsmouth to engage in sexual activity with minors.
Oh, nice.
Police say Duarte Arruda and Lee Berry were taken into custody following an undercover sting by Portsmouth detectives and Homeland Security.
Where did they originally live?
This is like becoming a trend, huh?
Low key, right? Arruda is 61. He's from Fall River, Massachusetts.
They went from Fall River to Portsmouth, Rhode Island. To
and
fuck
Barry,
children.
who's
Fall River.
41, is from Delray Beach, Florida.
He came
Wow.
from Florida to molest children.
Bro, they're both due in court July 25th. The third suspect, 31-year-old Damon A. Texiera of Fall River, was also arrested and charged with a procurement of sexual conduct for a fee. He's scheduled to appear in court August 1st. But these gentlemen look like they definitely are contacting minors by the look of their face. They look like some creepy ass niggas. He is 69 God. Look at this. I'm gonna show you guys behind me. This is look at the photos of them. Unfortunately, they look like the people that were dying to be casted on the Friends show,
Oh hell.
but just didn't make it on because they suck at acting. You know what I'm saying? Like they look like a bad version of the people from the Friends show. What's that actor? The main actor? I always forget the name. I used to watch that shit all the time.
That nigga. Why does he look so shocked?
Look at this, bro. My God. Well, hold on. I'm trying to show the faces properly.
You gotta get that commercial out of there, bro.
Jesus Christ. I'm about to just save the photo. All right, let's play the... Let me just save the photo for you guys. Let's do it that way.
This nigga got a porn website.
Careful, careful,
Careful.
careful.
Some babies might pop up. Ooh. Here we have them right there. Look at these men. Are we shocked by looking at these men's faces?
Nah.
First of all, they're shocked. You can tell that they're shocked. The eyes are probably like looking insane.
Them niggas be in the toy section at Walmart. Them niggas look like predators.
Oh, they're so mad that Toys R Us shut down.
Hell yeah. Them niggas,
This man looks like a villain in a movie.
bro, you know in the movie when there be them random niggas that just go to the movie theater to watch kids movies? That's them. That's definitely them.
And he looks like an actor that never made it. Literally. Like I feel like I've seen him in a movie that never
facial
came out.
expression is like
Bro.
some like comedic shit.
He looks like he knows there's gonna be a large penis in his butt when he gets to prison.
Yeah, no,
He's
listen,
gonna get sodomized.
they're going to prison, so they're gonna get what they wanted. You know, they're gonna get it legally this time with people of age. So, God bless their heart. That shit's disgusting though, bro. How you 61 looking for kid butt?
Crazy.
You gross.
Nigga, you going dumb far for kid butt too.
You want kid butt? You 61. You want kid butt?
Nigga, you got mad money.
Just
Go get real pussy.
Just stop with life.
That's why I hate niggas. Nah, that's really why you gotta hate predators.
Bro, go.
Think about it. That nigga got a retirement plan.
Go pay.
Gas out your 401k. Go get some strippers and live your life.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Wait till
Go
Rhode Island
get
to get
some.
some
Go
Get some kid butt.
Go get some midget pussy. You know what I'm
Get
saying?
some midget, like get some legal pussy that's different.
Same height.
Deal with midgets, even
But-
gay midgets.
but
Like it's
legally.
okay if you want, because we don't know if it didn't say it indicate. You know, thankfully it
girl.
protected the minors information as it should. But let's say it's a boy, little boy. If you are into men, go do your gay thing. Leave the children of Rhode Island alone. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You know
Get
what's-
the fuck out of here.
You know what's so crazy this day and age though? Obviously, I'm not a pedophile. But if I'm a pedophile, I'm never gonna think it's that easy. These niggas really came to Rhode Island and said, "We got him."
Yeah, like why you coming out of state? It has to be because you think it's like you're on the low.
What was it? A setup?
It was.
It was a
It was a
setup.
sting.
It was a sting.
It was a
So they
sting.
set them up.
Oh, you
This
said
is-
sting. Yeah, you're
This
right.
is my point, Marloon. These stupid niggas, despite everything going on in the world,
It's like they've never seen Chris Hansen.
they never seen the news recently.
Yeah.
Bro,
Nigga.
it's a trend lately, bro.
You thought you were gonna get kid butt that easy?
Yo,
You thought that shit was gonna be online for you?
bro.
Bro, kid butt, yo, kid butt is crazy.
Kid butt is crazy. Them niggas gotta stop, bro. Go, yo, you are 61. Cash out your 401k and go get your dick sucked by a shorty in fucking
Man.
Wonderland. You niggas is crazy, bro.
Lucky Vitaly didn't find you. Vitaly would have beat their head in, would have caved their brain inside their mind.
Have you seen it? That's like the trend now. Like,
Oh, no, yeah.
them
Yo.
catching thing and just beating their fucking ass.
Or they slap him.
But think
Yo.
about it, bro. These niggas went over the bridge through that traffic
Hey, listen, man.
for some kid butt.
It's
Kid butt,
crazy.
Them niggas are nasty.
Some
Them
nasty
niggas was
bro.
determined to rape these children, bro.
And to do it like in a grouping, like you could teaming up. Because I guess there was a third one, but they
Yeah.
caught two of them. What is going on here?
Secret societies.
That's what it literally is. That's what it has to be. Because it's not like, oh, like how does it even go? Like
That's
what
why
type
they
of
be
conversation
doing
is
that.
that?
They be bored at that age, bro. They nothing else going on for them, bro.
Disgusting, bro. Disgusting. Viral video and photos went. There was viral videos and photos over the weekend in Rhode Island because of a ambulance truck that rolled over on I-95 on the highway in Pawtucket on Friday evening. This was a crash that happened on I-95 North near the School Street exit, and it ended with the ambulance rolling over onto its roof. It's unclear, they saying in the report, WPRI, that if the ambulance was transporting a patient or if it involved anyone in the crash that was injured at all. The cause of the crash is still unknown at this time.
Bro, rolled over.
Rhode Island State Police are not speaking. They haven't. The news has reached out to them. They haven't said nothing about the crash. They don't want to speak about the crash. But it was definitely a sight to behold, right? You seen that footage and the photos, like what the fuck?
I haven't seen it. You have?
I have.
Yeah, let me see if I can play
pull
it
it up
here.
real quick.
That's just crazy, bro.
That's like right before the turns. So like, I don't know
feel like
why. I don't know why I didn't flip in the turns and it flipped around School Street.
The driver definitely fucked up.
He was swerving, bro. Swerving.
Might have been like a young. Look at that. That's crazy.
I love how they didn't even bother to flip it over to put it on the bed.
Yo.
They said carry that shit like that.
No 401 nothing. Only 401 us. But yeah, no, that was crazy. I saw that, and people were sending me footage driving by, and they were like, "Oh, you got to post this." I posted it, so yeah. Hopefully, everyone's okay and everyone's safe. But you know, that's just insane. Must have been maybe a young driver. I'm assuming a young new worker. There is a blood emergency in Rhode Island. A blood emergency. Rhode Island right now is facing a blood emergency.
How much they paying?
The Rhode Island Blood Center has declared this year's first blood emergency. They put out an urgent call for type O plus and type O negative blood donations. They said that recently the number of donations has fallen hundreds short of what's needed to meet the hospital's demand locally. The organization said type O inventory is currently the lowest it's ever been since the beginning of the COVID pandemic.
Wow.
The optimal blood supply is 5 to 7 days. However, they're saying that the region right now only has 2 to 3 day supply of type O plus, type O negative, and B negative. There's daily blood drives and all around the state of Rhode Island. If you guys are interested, you can also call 401-453-8383 to schedule an appointment. You get paid to donate your blood.
How much?
What's the rates of donation? I don't know. But I heard there's been people, I think Shawty knows someone that goes like all the time.
They don't pay you.
They pay you.
Nigga, I've donated blood. They didn't pay me.
For the drives, they usually don't pay you.
Or maybe not the drives, but
Yeah.
where's there? There's a place where you can get money for your blood.
Nigga, you mean for your cartilage, whatever that shit's called?
Plasma.
Your plasma, yeah.
So what's the difference between plasma and blood?
Plasma's from the bone. I think.
Plasma's from the bone.
It's
That's
like-
why.
it's
I
like
don't know
bone
about
plasma.
that. Isn't plasma?
So
is
what's the
like,
blood that you're
it's like
donating? Is it from
related,
your ass?
related somewhere like with your blood.
It might be that. I don't know.
Can you guys let us know?
Yeah, let us know in
Please.
the chat if you guys donate
they be
blood, how much they pay for you.
harassing me, bro.
Because if
My
they
hand
pay
up.
if they pay a good amount of money, I'll go donate this weekend.
Yeah, because I know that when it comes to the semen, they want a lot of non-vaccinated semen. Remember we reported on that. You know what I'm saying? Marlon got that ready to go.
To go, nigga.
Let me know how much y'all paying.
You know, that's ready to go.
This shit's
Don't point the camera at me,
untainted.
nigga. I got crazy semen. yo, I might just do it just to have fun with the world.
Plasma's in blood.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
start spreading so much fucking mental illness to the public, nigga. You're gonna be popping out babies, nigga. They're gonna be crashing out weekly.
Oh my God. They said, let me get this report right about. Yeah, before we talk about this. Okay, I got it right here. Yeah. So, biggest story of the week, biggest story maybe of the year when it comes to politically, aside from, the Trump situation. A week after Trump's attempted assassination attempt that he survived, and he was officially declared as the Republican nominee for the Republican Party for this election this year, the presidential election. Now we have Joe Biden. Joe Biden, our president, has officially dropped out of the election. He says he wants to focus on this year and closing out the year strong. And this is also a day or two after they said that he had COVID. And he also had to cancel speeches. He canceled a lot of meetings because he has COVID. And he was seen going up into his plane. They said that he looked weak. And then also, the announcement was made on his personal Twitter account, X account. The White House and the campaign aides, the people in his campaign, were stunned. Biden's campaign and the White House was stunned because they said that they were telling him to stay in the race, and that they found out by the tweet. This is how most of them in the White House and his actual campaign aide staff found out about him even dropping from the race was from a tweet.
Wow.
I didn't get notified of it because I followed the presidential Instagram.
Yeah.
POTUS. They always switch it to whoever's president every time. But then I didn't follow his personal account. He tweeted it on his personal account, right? And it was a statement. And the statement also said that he's gonna speak to the nation soon more to clear everything up. Instead of announcing why everything right away, stripping everything, no like full transparency, he kept it vague and said that he's gonna focus on the year and he's dropping out. But even the post, like it was a statement, but the statement was like kind of low quality. It wasn't even like the highest quality. I'm like, at least get the JPEG higher. Why is this JPEG kind of low resolution?
It
What
wasn't
the
even a
fuck?
JPEG. I think it was like a GIF.
It was something. I'm like, yo, why is it low quality, right? But the White House aides admitted that they found out first on social media, right? So he resigned on social media. They said that, and you look at it, the actual resigning from the actual running of the race, the letter, the statement, they were paying attention to his actual signature because it was underlined and it looked suspicious. People were like, what, is this really his signature? It kind of looked off to his prior signatures, right? They said that his wife, Jill Biden, she tweeted heart emoji as a response, you know. The White House wiped his schedule for the week. Frank Biden confirms health as a factor. That's what they're saying. It has to be related to health, but that's what he said, but they don't know what it is specifically, right? Family is suggesting that he may have a terminal illness. There still has not been any live announcements or anything. People are asking, where's Joe? Where's Joe Biden? What's going on with Joe? Today, he did speak via a phone call when they were talking to Kamala Harris, because now they're saying that Kamala is going to save the day. Vice President Kamala Harris is now the one that they are saying is going to be the Democratic nominee. You got to be kind of like, oh, they're saying whatever, because technically it's not confirmed, but it's basically confirmed. Right, today, I think she's won, they predicted half of the delegate nomination votes already. And today also, I have it written down. Look how crazy this is. 24 hours, within 24 hours of Vice President Kamala Harris' campaign starting after Joe Biden announced that he's dropping from the election, they raised $81 million in fundraising. This is the most that any actual candidate in U.S. history, even Trump, has ever raised in 24 hours. $81 million.
What'd I tell you last night?
And then also, the Twitter account that was the Biden-Harris campaign account, they switched it to Kamala HQ, headquarters account. Now there's a Kamala Harris only account, doubled in Twitter followers overnight. It went from 400,000 to over 800,000 followers. It's going to get 1 million followers, they're saying, by tomorrow on Twitter alone.
Black people are riding for her right now.
What is going on? So her popularity, and at the same time, though, it's gone hugely viral. People are saying reasons why they're not voting for her, right? They're trying to call her out, saying that she's not really black.
I saw a video
She has a white husband.
of some like lady pressing her about like she did certain
Yeah, it was
things.
Tulsi Gabbard when they were debating in 2020.
Yeah, well, they were saying like, oh, you had opportunities to help people and you
Because
like,
when she was the
took that
attorney general, she had a very
opportunity.
strict policy when it came to some like enforcing the law on certain issues.
Mass incarceration. She was one of the main people behind mass incarceration.
I've been looking the back and forth. Honestly, bro, when it comes to like the drug offenses, when it came to like convictions on drugs, it fell when she came into office as attorney general. The only thing that did go up, and this was nasty, is that if your child didn't go to school, the parent gets arrested.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if she was arresting parents because their kids weren't going to school. That was a huge issue in California.
But the thing is, will that work? That might work.
It didn't. because
didn't work?
No, because your kid's just going to DCYF.
Okay, that's true.
So it was a broken system. And my sister was in Oakland at the time when Kamala Harris was leaving from Attorney General.
Oh yeah, because she's from the Bay Area. Yeah, area.
Yeah, my sister was doing work down there, restorative justice work, and she was telling me that she was trying to overturn Kamala's convictions because she has a lot of convictions under her time in office that were wrongfully done. And Kamala's policy at the time and kind of after when she left was you can't bring in new evidence because the issue with the legal system is this. If I can prove that one person got wrongfully convicted,
Yeah.
it's the floodgates.
Yeah.
Now you have to look at every single person. And there was a whole case where she was trying to hold back information that would have proved that an innocent man that was on death row wasn't in fact guilty. And they had to like subpoena and force her to give the courts the evidence. It was a whole thing, bro.
Damn.
But I get it. She was trying to keep the integrity of her office and not create that situation. But at the end of the day, like, these are people's lives.
Yeah, man. I've seen everything, right? The memes are crazy. She's gone hugely viral. Today she had her first speech officially, and when she walked out to Beyonce's "Freedom, Freedom," playing Beyonce's gone viral. Fundamentally, putting policies aside, which you shouldn't, because you should look at the policies when you're voting, because you're voting for the policies, you're voting for the beliefs. You're not really voting for the person. It could be a fucking robot up there, and they have the policies. When they go in, technically they're supposed to enforce or support those policies. Now, 9 times out of 10, what are they talking about? 9 times out of 10, when it came to the person that you're voting for, they lie. Politicians, they lie. They fucking lie all the time. They pander for the vote, especially right now. Pandering, prime time pandering. The election, campaigning. They're going to tell you everything they're going to promise you that they're going to do when they get in it, and then vote for me because of this, and then you vote for them, you get them in it, and they don't get it done. You know, but Kamala Harris has been the vice president right now, and during her vice presidency, though, she's faced a lot of scrutiny. I would say more because I felt like she wasn't as vocal as she could have been. She wasn't in the media as much as she could have been.
Barely any.
It was like as if her presence wasn't really felt. And you would think it was, right? Because during the campaign rollout, it was like, oh, Kamala, you know, she was in a fraternity or Kappa, whatever it was, Kappa, a.k.a. Kappa. You know,
she grew up in black culture.
Black culture, black colleges. She's black woman, funny. She seemed relatable. She was like, you know, whimsical. But then she kind of has disappeared for the past 2 years in the media's eyes. So now for you to run for president, right?
There's no one else.
There's no one else. There was rumors of Hillary Clinton, which I think is a horrible idea, would be worse than Biden because you're facing Trump. Trump already hates Hillary.
Yeah.
He already had crooked Hillary. He already has slogans and jokes ready to go for Hillary.
That's why he's crashing out right now that Biden
Yeah.
quit, because he has nothing.
Yeah.
He has to restart all over.
So now it's going to be Biden. No, it's going to be Harris, Kamala Harris, and Trump, it seems like. Unless we get a randomly Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or someone. But I doubt it. There's still rumors of someone else trying to come in, like major. I think there was like a smaller politician that said that he's running out for a Democrat this weekend, but no one really cares.
Yeah, no.
As they shouldn't.
The only person that was really serious was the governor of Illinois, because he's a wealthy billionaire.
Yeah.
He's a hotel mogul guy. But he came out on Twitter and he said, "Do you think I'm stupid?"
Yeah, he was like, "Do you think I fell off a coconut tree?" And he was backing Kamala Harris. He endorsed her. So the thing is, if someone does come out of nowhere, they can't be the people that already have endorsed Kamala Harris. Everyone's endorsing her. It seems like we had today Charlamagne the God said that if she officially becomes a nominee, that he's going to endorse her. He's had his back and forth with her, but he says that she's the most perfect person, he said right now, for this situation, to handle the situation right now. And one can argue it based off experience. She's been in the White House. She's younger than Trump, younger than Biden. And image-wise, a black woman becoming president, people were wanting Michelle Obama to do that, right? Kamala is going to be that if she becomes that.
Yeah, it's just she's a cop. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now the own culture, right? Our own black culture. We're like, oh my God, she's questioning her blackness. saying that she's gonna put us in jail. Man, I'll tell you this much. A
Conservatives
lot
love
of these
putting you in jail.
takes, though, are very uninformed and uneducated. And it's funny, but a lot of you motherfuckers don't know shit about Trump. You're not researching your Trump policies because if you think that what she's done in the past or what she believes in, etc., is bad compared to the stuff that Trump has backed and supported and wants,
Bro,
you guys,
Trump freed niggas from jail, bro. What are you talking about? Yo, like, I hate you. I don't hate anyone. I hate the way you niggas think. I hate the way you niggas talk. I hate the bullshit that comes out your niggas' mouths. Niggas dicky at $1,500 stimmies.
yeah.
Niggas talking about he freed all these people from jail. Bro, why didn't he fix the prison system then? He giving you niggas crumbs and you cock eating. You look crazy. Wipe your mouth.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. No, because that shit is insane to me, bro. I hate that shit.
Wipe your mouth. is
Wipe your
crazy.
mouth. Get off your knees. You look crazy. Like, I could really talk to you about how his policies are the embodiment of crumbs.
Looking like a slore.
Looking like a sloth. Yo, but this is my thing, Vic. Yo, I think the Dems are ready to play ball, bro. Because they're handling this very differently.
Yeah.
Kamala was supposed to be at the Senate this week. Because Netanyahu is supposed to be at the Senate giving a speech. And they purposely booked her so she couldn't go.
Jesus Christ.
So it looks like the Dems are well aware that them cozying up with Israel is not going to win them this election. And they are very willing to distance themselves from Israel.
If Kamala goes full free Palestine,
I'll vote for her. I might actually vote for her.
listen,
Because Trump isn't.
yeah. And listen, let's not forget about RFK Jr. He's still running independent. RFK Jr. still running independently.
I'll vote for it. Gives me the most money.
Yeah. Robert Kennedy. RF, I just always call him RFK. But Rob, he's still running. You know, and he came out today and spoke as well. He's not backing either, obviously, because he's independent. But he's reminding people that he's still running. Will he be a part of any of these debates coming up and stuff? I don't know.
He can't be. He has to get 12%
Right.
of the support.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
But when it comes to the Kamala and the Biden situation, right, I was shocked because the Biden thing needs to be investigated more for sure. I don't think it's really like they're trying to obviously politicize it because as they should. It's a fucking president. Well, who wouldn't politicize it, especially if you want to support your own side? But just fundamentally looking at it, the announcement was suspect. Even when he announced it, he didn't even back Kamala right away. Like he was just
Yeah,
shouting her
another
out.
tweet.
Yeah, he had to put another tweet out to then endorse her. It was as if there was a miscommunication. You can clearly tell that after that post, they had a quick phone call like, so is Kamala going to run? And then Kamala was like, I guess, yeah, I'm going to run. I'll run. I'll do it. And I'll do it. And then blah, blah, blah. And they had to rush to like, okay, he's going to tweet out and he's going to endorse you. Because why not endorse her right away?
You know what I think it might have been? Because I hear what you're saying. I thought that too. And then I thought maybe they didn't want to lose the endorsement in his announcement that he was dropping out.
So they wanted to separate
separated
it?
Yeah. So you could have two different statements. Because I get what you mean. When I was reading
It came off suspect.
it came
I'm
out
like,
suspect as fuck. Because he like kind of like dick eat her a little bit at the end. Like how great she is and amazing leader she is. I'm like, okay, so you're going to endorse her?
yeah, like is she going to run?
And then he ends it. And it's like, what the fuck is this? And then he tweets it. And I'm like, if you were going to put a separate statement out, don't mention her at all.
Yeah.
Do it in the second statement.
And then also, there's no video. If I'm on their marketing team,
Yeah.
let's do a video.
Together.
Talk to the people together. Sit by each other, talking to the camera. You say your script, Biden, you're dropping, and then you're backing Kamala. And then she's running. But if
I guess
the
it's a
health,
time
if
thing.
the health, no, I think it's the health thing.
Yeah.
If his health is really a problem, if he really has COVID, God forbid it's severe, he can't be in contact with nobody technically, right? On top of that,
Yeah.
maybe his health is just severe. He already has been lagging, acting up. and
Kamala's
like-
also old. She's 60.
yeah, Kamala's 60, but she's a
You don't want to.
good looking 60 though.
No. But I'm not saying
look
that.
45 to me.
No, she's younger than all of them. That's why I'd rather have her in a lot of different ways. But what I mean is,
Oh.
you're not going to expose her to COVID. Pause.
Yeah.
So maybe what happened was this. Vic, it's almost election.
Yeah.
We have to really talk about it. It's like 12 weeks away. You're going to wait for the nigga to get cleared for COVID to announce this if you've already made the decision? You're going to wait for him to, like you said, he's sick. You're going to wait for him to feel better to make the announcement? No, nigga. Trump is moving. That nigga's out here looking like Superman, bro. Yo, they praising this nigga like he's the Messiah. My nigga, even Charlamagne said it. He's like, yo, you niggas is delusional. You praising this nigga like he's Christ. Bro, there's niggas on Twitter putting edited photos of Trump with Christ. I've never seen niggas put presidents next to Christ. Not even I'm like, oh, I'm holding your show. No, he's standing next to my Messiah. Like he's really him too, nigga. I was like, nah, nigga. We gotta stop this now.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's a lot of people that, you know, saying that Kamala this, etc. But I hope that they also are people that are going to vote. If you're going to vote, you know, do your thing. But a lot of them, I feel like I never voted before. And they're just using this time to, you know, because this is the most younger, like, Gen Z election that's ever happened. Because Trump's at the height of his popularity never before. Maybe the most famous person in maybe in American history, especially after the assassination attempt. That's put him at a different level of fame and newsworthiness. That's insane, right? Now we also have Kamala Harris. Gen Z loves her, right? Her laughs, her famous. I'll play right now the famous. Literally as we're talking, she just tweeted right now. She tweets, Kamala Harris. Donald Trump wants to take our country backwards to a time where before many of our fellow Americans had full freedoms and rights, but we believe in a brighter future that makes room for all Americans. We believe in a future where every person that has the opportunity not to just get by, but to get ahead. Building up the middle class will be a defining goal of my presidency.
Oh, she's in it.
She's in it, bro. She's trying to get this going. But this is the famous
everything is in context.
Speech.
My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you. So all of this is part of the work of this group of extraordinary leaders who will help inform and advise how we think about our work. Everything is in context. My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Listen, they're saying that she's going to be our wine-drinking mom, a wine mom president. She's a mother. She has a family. She loves drinking her wine. She has a lot of funny laughs. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. This is today. I'll play on the screen behind us as well. Actually, Kamala Harris encourages crowd to applaud Biden in awkward first remarks on president's retirement.
Yeah, shout out to Tristan Waldron. Appreciate the love, bro.
Our president, Joe Biden, wanted to be here today. He is feeling much better and recovering fast, and he looks forward to getting back on the road. And I wanted to say a few words about our president. Joe Biden's legacy of accomplishment over the past 3 years is unmatched in modern history. In one term, he has already, yes, you may clap.
That fucking laugh is classic, nigga.
In one term, he has already surpassed the legacy of most presidents who have served 2 terms in office. And I first came to know President Biden through his son, Beau. We worked together as attorneys general in our states. And back then, Beau would often tell me stories about his dad. He would talk about the kind of father and the kind of man that Joe Biden is. The qualities that Beau revered in his father are the same qualities that I have seen every day in our president. His honesty, his integrity, his commitment to his faith and his family, his big...
I believe this was the...
Again, thank you.
I'm trying to find the Beyonce walkout. She had a Beyonce walkout today. But now I think about it,
mainstream media appears to be...
it might not be on YouTube because of the...
Copyright.
Yeah, so they probably didn't play that. But I'm going to look it up right here for y'all to see. And to end the segment right here, Kamala walking out to Beyonce, Freedom. But, yeah. Yeah, I am... After seeing the numbers of donations, the numbers of followers going up, I'm hopeful. I feel like she could give Trump a really good run for his money, more than I expected. You know, she seems to be getting way more support than Biden was. People also just feel happy that it's not Biden. You know, so if you push him away, and now you got Kamala, but I really thought it was gonna be someone brand new. That's not the vice president. Someone else separately from the campaign, but she's already in the same White House, and she's gonna be running for president.
You hear
Very
the-
interesting.
Did you see how the narrative changed drastically when Joe dropped out, and it went from Joe Biden needs to drop out because he's senile to you robbed the Democratic Party and all of its followers from actually having a legitimate vote by dropping him out and forcing in Kamala? That this wasn't a democratic process. Like it went from get Joe out of here because he's old. This is from the conservatives.
Yeah.
And now they're like, this wasn't democratic. The Democratic Party was robbed. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Didn't you want him out more than us?
I was shocked when he dropped. I was like, what the hell? Because the way he dropped, right? I'm like, this guy, what the fuck? Out of nowhere. It felt like the whole time, like he did an interview last week with Speedy Morman on Complex. Last week, literally
Yeah.
last week. It was the second to last interview before he got COVID, and he said that he's 1,000% sure he's running no matter what. And he said like I would have to damn near die, something crazy. He said. It's like this has been his whole energy. They denied the rumors all last week. His team kept denying rumors of him dropping out.
You still have to keep up a front.
And then he drops out, and then the way he drops out is suspicious. Is like vague and like the letter. So I felt like what the fuck? Like it was like all a lie this whole time. But this is what the fuck they have to do. They have to
Or-
rush now. It's either now or never.
Someone made a boss call.
Something happened.
Someone made a boss
Something
call.
happened. The donors.
Yeah,
There's rumors of the donations. The people the main donors backing Biden campaign
They probably pulled up.
got mad at Biden. They pulled away, maybe threatened to pull money away, and now they have to back Kamala. There's a weird ass, but at the same time, you can't trust politicians.
Bro,
They're gonna lie.
It's a
all
chess
fucking
game
time.
at the end of the day, and it's like if my chess piece is getting cooked, the fuck do you want me to do about that? Like this is real money. Niggas throw the word around 82 million like it's nothing.
Yeah,
Nigga, that's $82 million. That's a lot of fucking money, nigga.
there's a lot of money.
Thank you, guys.
Got the beehive on her side. You know what I'm saying? Doing her thing.
She's the luckiest woman in America because she was never gonna get in that position by herself. Yo, God set that shit. God set that layup like crazy. It's up to her to make it
Listen.
sink.
So is Joe Biden J. Cole? Joe Biden J. Cole. Joe Biden J. Cole. Joe Biden pulled a J. Cole.
Bro, J. Cole just didn't want to compromise on his morals. Joe Biden might be dying, bro. We gotta stop that shit, bro. I see that shit on Twitter. That was funny. But yo,
That shit was super viral.
J. Cole just didn't want niggas to talk about how he cheated on his wife. This nigga Joe Biden might legitimately be dying with COVID right now, bro. We gotta stop that shit.
But if Joe Biden is J. Cole, who's Trump? You know what I'm saying? Like
Trump is Drake.
Drake is Trump.
Without a doubt. They're the same person in many respects.
And then
He
who's
is with that
Kendrick
shit,
then?
With that pose he made.
Kendrick's Kamala? Kendrick's Kamala Harris?
Nah, hell no.
Is Kendrick Kamala Harris?
Vic, you're gonna get us in trouble.
You gotta think about it. He's gotta be someone.
I don't know who.
Is he RFK Jr.?
He might actually be RFK Jr.
Don't look at me.
Kendrick
bro.
is
I don't-
RFK
I don't
Jr.?
know nothing about politics.
No, Kendrick's JD Vance. Nah, it's impossible.
Yeah,
That doesn't make no
that
sense.
makes
Doesn't make no sense.
That's disgusting. That's even worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But I said that, bro. That shit was hilarious. He literally, Biden quit, like J. Cole quit. And remember, coincidentally, right, we have Biden quitting the election, just like J. Cole. J. Cole quit the rap beef, right? And it's like, who's Kendrick? Is Kendrick Kamala? Drake is Drake Trump, right? He did make that post with the lyrics where he was kind of like talking about he felt like Trump in a sense, where like at the top is heavy, it makes your ears pop, because Trump got shot in the ear. On top of that, right? Remember, J. Cole's next album was called The Fall Off. The first rollout he had to The Fall Off, I was there in Vegas when he performed, and it was a political rollout. It was an election. It was supposed to be The Fall Off 2020. Because I think it was in 2019 he announced it. 2020, The Fall Off, and he had like campaign ads in the crowd of J. Cole.
COVID shut that down fast.
And it was him running for president, blah, blah. Red, white, and blue, the whole nine. J. Cole has the potential right now to do the funniest thing. Like, if he really still wants to drop the album, still do it politically, and like tie himself to maybe Biden or like the concept of like or even a bar about that would be hard. Feeling like the president, I had to drop out because he's gonna have to rap about everything that he's been through and how people feel about him in his next album. He has to.
I need an explanation. Did you really cheat on your wife? Is that why you didn't want to be in the beef?
Yeah, is he really single? Is he really looking for that grippy? Is he really want that grippy?
You like that song?
He loves that song.
Loves
He plays that shit at home.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout to God.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop right now.
Dun, 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 dun. The Drake and Kendrick beef. Another week of updates with the Drake and Kendrick beef. All you guys do is talk about Drake. All you guys do is talk about Kendrick.
You guys love them. Vic is an OVO stan.
Yeah.
Noel hates Drake.
They said last week that we were OVO. They said someone in the comments said that we got to go to the gym because we're starting to look soft and fluffy defending Drake.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what the fuck?
That's hilarious.
Listen, what I do know is this. Drake and Kendrick Lamar had the biggest rap beef in history in my opinion. Biggie and Pac was only bigger because they passed away. Even one of them dying made it bigger. But in our generation, there's nothing bigger than Drake and Kendrick Lamar. So we're gonna talk about it until we're gonna fuck. Who gives a fuck? You guys like hearing or talking about it because you keep watching. The views are high. You guys love it. People love it. It's a topic of discussion. It's okay. Like, if it has nothing to do with the actual beef, that's one thing. But now we have this week another update.
It's a lot too.
Listen, Schoolboy Q made a numerous amount of tweets. Schoolboy Q from TDE, if you're not familiar with Schoolboy Q, right? One of Kendrick Lamar's closest friends, Top Dog Entertainment, former label mate, former group mate, rap group mate with Black Hippie. Schoolboy Q made a tweet, multiple tweets. He went on a rant and then eventually basically threatened Drake and then apologized for threatening Drake, right? The tweets read as such. I have them in order to read them properly. They're short, but it was a couple tweets, right? The first tweet was the main tweet. He said, "They just canceled my show in Toronto. Canadian police don't want nobody from TDE performing." Top Dog was just with Lil Wayne and Baby, which is Birdman, shaking my head. Party Next Door just had a show at the Palladium in LA. Shaking my head. If we wanted to get y'all, we would have just did it. ... Now, when somebody get hurt, don't cry. Whoa, right? Then he continues and he says, actually, I get it. Never mind. This shit low-key hilarious. I don't know why they put me in that. I don't know why Kendrick Lamar put me in that fucking video. Shaking my head. He's like, because now he's guilty by association because he was in that video, right? But then him, we'll talk about, I got a little take about this too. He calls on and keeps tweeting. Academics said, send prayers and peace, hailing, battle was good, time to move on. Then he quote tweets Academics. He says, I never said I'm going to kill somebody. I'm saying if we wanted to crack it off, we could have. Shake my head. Rap and move on. Playing tough, gonna get somebody hurt. It's all good. I'm a soccer dad. He says, okay, I'm done. Till Chicago. I guess he has a Chicago concert. I'm sorry if y'all took that as a threat and not advice. ... Then we have his manager. His manager, Keem. His manager, Keem, has a podcast also with Mac Wap. Mac Wap is a TDE affiliate. I've actually met Mac Wap in the past. Shout out to Mac Wap. He's close friends with Schoolboy Q, but Keem is his manager. I didn't even know Keem managed him. They have a podcast on YouTube. Keem said to Academics that they were already on the plane, ready to go to Canada, and they received the call that they don't want to be allowed in there. They didn't get confirmation that it had to be Drake, but they felt like Drake was involved. Now, the actual stadium that they were going to perform in, Drake is supposedly a co-owner of that stadium. The police confirmed that they did not have supposedly anything to do with it, the Canadian police.
Someone just said that in the comments. They said, let's see if Vic admits that Drake owns the venue.
Yeah, but Drake is basically the owner, co-owner of the venue, because the venue was like a concept idea in coexisting with Drake. Like, it partnered up to create that venue in Canada. which is crazy because like I feel like no one knew that, no one gave a fuck. But then the Drake fans and the stan culture online did their investigation and found it out. Now we know, but I guess it's always been public information. They believe that Drake still has something to do with it, right? The Drake fans were like, "Oh, you're lucky they didn't do you like Rick Ross," and then Schoolboy Q was like, "You must not know who I am." Right?
Yo, people die for less.
Like Schoolboy Q.
I'm not saying I kill people.
Schoolboy Q is allegedly Hoover Crip affiliated. He always has been allegedly. That's why he capitalizes his H's and everything he spells. I think it's automatically in his fucking iPhone. He has that shit just by default.
That's insane.
You know, which is dope because it's a part of his character persona. I respect it. I love it. But he's not out here banging and you know what I'm saying. But he considers himself a gangbang, not a gangbanger, my bad, a gangster rapper. He always has considered himself a gangster rapper. He always hates when people like never put him up there with gangster rappers, the best gangster rappers of all time. He says, I'm a gangster rapper. Like, why don't they put me in there? Like, I make gangster rap.
My dad sell drugs.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Blue Lips, one of the best albums this year to come out.
No.
I thought you didn't like that album.
It's one of the best albums to come out.
No.
I think it's one of his worst. But
That's a testament to how bad the albums are this year.
no, it's a good album. It's aged better. It's a concept album. It's aged better. But I'm not putting it in top 3, top 5, maybe top 10 albums of the year, yeah. But I have a couple other ones that definitely
Maybe
way
because
better.
we've only gotten like 6 albums.
Yeah, we
this
haven't
year.
even gotten that much albums this year. But yeah. But Schoolboy Q, Drake, the manager believes and confirms that he believes that they had something to do with it. But the Canadian police say they have nothing to do with it. Drake owns the venue. Drake also made a post right after this was reported, and Schoolboy Q was tweeting. And the post was him, a selfie photo, where we're wearing a free Tony Yayo shirt, right? This was after Tony Yayo went viral. The clip I posted of Tony Yayo, my clip went viral. It was from DJ Vlad, where Tony Yayo said that the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef's not done, blah, 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 and that people got to stay away from Canada. Also, Tony Yayo did a show in Canada with 50 Cent, and they were fine. And this weekend, Drake was seen hanging out with 50 Cent. They hung out in Canada, in Toronto, Canada. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out. You know, Rick Ross's arch nemesis, 50 Cent. And then Drake also had some blue Timberland boots. So they said, like, this is him, like, paying homage, I guess, to the Crips or Hoover Crip to, like, be funny. I don't know.
They said he was trolling Schoolboy Q.
It's possible. But sometimes I do think, well, most of the time I think people overlook into shit, to be honest. And also Drake just posted right now a photo of him wearing a Tupac shirt, and the Tupac shirt reads, "Only God can judge me." It's a vintage Tupac shirt.
My thing is, I don't get mad at the people that overanalyze Drake's stuff, because Drake's been telling us for the last 10 years, especially on that last album, I'm not going to directly diss you. I'm going to always do it, and when you least expect it, indirectly. And that's why Kendrick said, you're a bully and you're mad bitch. Because if I'm gonna sub you, I'm gonna tell it to your fucking face. So I don't get mad when the fans overanalyze. This is what Drake did. He started this.
But my thing, right, there's a lot of takes towards this online. One take is, this is rap beef. Why are we surprised? This was bound to happen. Once we start saying, you think that what did Kendrick say? Kendrick was the first one to say something along the lines of the shows in the cities, I believe. He said, you think that this show's gonna be your last stop, nigga? What show did he say?
I think he said, when you land, I'm gonna extort you. My first name is extortion. That's what he first said. Remember when he's like,
Kendrick,
when your plane lands, I'm gonna extort. Because Drake said he's getting extorted. Kendrick's like, when your plane reaches here to Compton or LA, you're gonna find out that my middle name is extortion.
And then Kendrick also said a specific line. Chat, let us know live right now. What was it, the line that Kendrick Lamar said about Drake and his show? You think this show gonna be your last stop, nigga? It was like on Not Like Us, I think. On the Not Like Us verse. Yeah. Aside from that, Schoolboy Q's manager Keem did say that he feels like Drake was the first one to, quote unquote, do the low blow because he mentioned Kendrick Lamar's child, right? With the Dave Freeze shit, etc.
Yeah, he always is the one to do it first.
But I don't know, because the Like That verse was aggressive.
How? Well, how is it personal in
They
any way?
didn't mention his family.
It didn't mention his family. Come on, Vic. Don't
And
do
then
that.
But
Dra-
it still was
Don't do
aggressive.
that. Don't do
Yeah,
that, Vic.
yeah, but it was
Yeah.
he didn't mention his family.
There's a big
He
difference
mentioned his
between-
boys,
Yeah, it's a big difference
his
between
dogs.
There's a difference between me saying
There's a kid with all these nines. He gonna see Penn Cemetery.
Difference between me saying you're soft.
He says he wants to meet up and fight him.
No, he's saying you ain't on the shit that you jacking, and I got real guns if you want to really do this.
Yeah.
There's a difference between that and.
But that's what he said.
And checking your music and checking all shit, and you coming at my family. But that's personal, Vic.
But I feel like Kendrick I feel like Kendrick with the like that verse already was like on some aggressive, like. That's why people loved it because it's so aggressive. It felt
No,
like he
it's
wanted
aggressive.
to fight Drake.
It was more the tone than it was the lyrics.
It was
tone more than
aggressive,
the lyrics?
but he didn't like come at his family.
Really.
But my
read those
thing
lyrics.
is,
And
like,
then Drake
he
came
did
in
that.
and he's like, "Oh, you mentioned my seed, so you mentioned my seed, so deal with his dad." Da, da, da,
Bro.
da. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta
Yeah.
go back.
You said it
but
first.
Let's bring it back
You
to
said it first.
push-ups, though.
You're
You gotta
talk-
bring it back to push-ups. What did he say on push-ups? Because now I'm kind of forgetting the fucking push-ups lyrics. I haven't played that song in a while.
I don't even remember how it starts.
He did the Whitney bar.
Yeah, top like Whitney. Mentions the wife.
Bro, he did this
Pimp
to
squeak
push.
pipe down. Sister got you wiped down. Did you got you wiped down? New scope right now.
Bro, Drake's not a victim. He's a bully. And he just got bullied better. Kendrick bullied him.
I'm not saying he's a victim, but I'm just saying, like, when it comes to the chess pieces, I feel like Kendrick came so aggressive that he couldn't have not been shocked by whatever Drake was going to do next. Like, for his camp, or just say for Schoolboy Q's manager to say that Drake was the first low blow, and, like, I don't see that.
I do. Because again, that
I don't think that, if anything, it evens out.
Someone said, "Tell Vic to come up for air and stop lying."
Jesus Christ. You guys. My thing is this. The Whitney bar definitely.
Drake made it personal first, bro.
Yeah.
With the Whitney line.
Yeah.
And then I think he says something on the AI one. I can't remember. It was something disrespectful. Bro, how do you expect a nigga to respond? He's supposed to be nice about it? Mind you, hold on. He was nice about it. In Euphoria in 616, he warns him, if you really want to do this, I'm going to show you what I got.
Yeah.
And what did he do? What did he do? He dropped Family Matters. Family Matters, he's accusing his wife of sleeping with his best friend. He's accusing this nigga of being on some bullshit, being his wife. So what does he do back? It's like Kendrick knew, bro. Kendrick knew he was going to go that route, and he just set it up perfectly, bro.
There's something in me that just feels like, I don't know, like,
When you know a nigga's a bitch-ass nigga, bro, you really just plan for it. You be like, I know what you about to do because you're a bitch. Because who brings up a nigga's wife and their kids? Remember, bro, Family Matters came first. Meet the Grams came second.
I will say that Drake, the hypocrisy, there's hypocrisy on both sides, but the hypocrisy in the Drake side especially is because he did say, remember after the Pusha T beef, he's like, I study rap. He's like, there's certain rules, etc. Blah, blah.
Fuck
like,
off.
How you going to say that 40 went too far?
Push.
Pusha T went too far by mentioning 40 MS, right?
You're bringing up Virginia.
And then you, on your side now, you bring up this guy's wife and the family before he does. If anything, he should have matched the energy, been aggressive back, right? Because the escalation would have been less. It would have worked better for Drake that way.
He wasn't really aggressive until fucking Family Matters.
Yeah, and and Kendrick knew it was coming because he pre-recorded that song. That was already discovered. People in his camp already admitted that happened.
That's why he had to meet the Grams ready to go.
Because he knew he knew the route he was gonna take. At some point, you become predictable. Your antics, your behavior, niggas just know what you about to do. That's why when somebody was on the Joe Budden podcast, I forgot who it was. She's like, the reason why Kendrick won is because he played better. He had a better chess move. I think it was a female rapper. It might have been Rhapsody. I can't remember.
Yeah, probably Rhapsody.
And she was like, yo, that
She's
nigga.
Kendrick's friend.
Yeah, she was like, yo, that nigga won because he played it better at the end of the day. He based it off of Drake's moves, not the music. It was the moves.
Yeah. But my thing now, Elliott Wilson did an interview. Shout out to Elliott Wilson. We're going to talk about him in a second too. But he said that the Drake beef and Kendrick beef is never gonna end. It's never over. This is for life because they had a decade plus animosity, and now they've started the beef. So for it to just randomly end after 10 years of animosity doesn't make any sense, and that's a possibility, right? But where do we go from here, right? Where do we go from here? We're like, they're talking about threatening each other, canceling each other's shows, not letting people perform in the cities. Drake eventually is gonna have to do a show in California. He can't skip the whole state.
No, he
You're
can't.
gonna have to do a show out there.
It's the biggest state in the country.
Yeah.
And it's the most, like, money-wise.
Kendrick and them don't have to do a show in Canada. They want to. They wanted to. Schoolboy Q wanted to. Didn't happen.
Yeah. Drake's money's here.
Drake's money's here. Like he has to do America shows. He can't hide in Canada forever. So how's that gonna go? Is it just gonna be back and forth? Like
You can't
Beef
beef
and,
and
like-
expect to be in this country. That's the problem.
mm,
Cause I know what you about to just get into. You can't let that can't happen. You can't do that. If Elliott is right, they're gonna keep beefing. You think he's really gonna be able to come to this country and tour, Vic? Let's be for real. They're already crashing out in Canada. You think they're not gonna crash out here?
and remember at the Pusha T beef, Pusha T in the crowd. I think it was in a Canada show.
Mhm.
The crowd was throwing water at him and trying to fight him, etc. Whatever. They're trying to do some bullshit. He didn't let it happen. But these crowds get crazy.
And
These people in his live chat, they might be some of them right now. It's like the fucking it's like their version of January 6th. They're waiting for that moment of like,
Yeah.
they want to go in live and incite a riot and go through. They want that moment to defend their daddy.
And there's a bunch
Their
of
daddy
open
Kendrick or
carry
their
states
daddy
in this
Drake.
country, bro.
Some of what?
There's a
Old
bunch
bitches?
of open carry states in
Oh,
this
open
country.
carry. I thought you said a bunch of old bitches.
Yo,
That too.
niggas have now there are. Yo, I need y'all to understand. That's my biggest fear is a nigga with a gun does something real fucking stupid.
Man, I
crashing
hope it
out.
doesn't happen.
I pray it doesn't.
Also, now when speaking of Kendrick and Drake, there's rumors of brand new Kendrick Lamar Friday. DJ Mustard's dropping his new album on Friday. The track list is officially out, but Kendrick Lamar's not on it. Doesn't mean that Kendrick Lamar
Can't be a
a
special
surprise
feature.
feature.
Sure, yeah.
Because why would he announce it and not and reveal him right away? He'll benefit more from keeping him as a surprise feature, maybe a surprise song that he just adds last minute.
And people hear it and then they
Yeah.
tweet about it and run to it.
But I'm hopeful that he is on the album because it kind of would only make sense, right? You got the Not Like Us, produced by DJ Mustard. It would only make sense for Kendrick to be on the Mustard album because he didn't put Not Like Us on his album. He could have asked Kendrick if that was okay. He didn't put it on his album. Maybe it's not okay. Maybe Kendrick's going to put that song somewhere else. Is that song going to live on a project? What's that project? Is it going to be the rumored Kendrick album, right? There's still people debating, etc. I got two random DMs from random accounts with like rarely any followers saying that it's dropping in October. And it was after last week I spoke about it coming in October. I'm hopeful. My prediction is for it to drop in October, the Kendrick Lamar album, whatever that may be. Is he gonna drop on Friday with DJ Mustard? I think he might. But he's in a position right now where technically does anything he have to just be towards Drake and diss Drake?
No.
You know?
No.
Drake hasn't. He's dropped shit that has nothing to do with Kendrick. It's been here and gone tomorrow. The Wagwan Delilah, the fucking Sexy Red shit. The Sexy Red song is actually still popular, but not Drake's part. People skip
No.
Drake's part. People just like the hook. You're my everything. I you. Right? The Camila Cabello songs came and went like a fart in the air. You know,
That's my thing. You lost. I don't care if y'all don't think he lost. He lost. You guys are doing this petty shit online, back and forth. Give me some fucking music.
that's what I want. I want to see how the new music sounds like from both of them, to be honest. We already got a snippet from Kendrick, so he's also been known to show snippets and never drop, so that may never happen. DJ Mustard, the name of the album right here. Hold up. Let me not mispronounce the name of the album.
Nigga said, Wax said he good in California.
Faith of a Mustard Seed, July 26, 14 songs featuring Kirk Franklin, Lil Yachty, Vince Staples, Schoolboy Q, Quavo, Rob 49, Travis Scott, Charlie Wilson, Ty Dolla $ign, Blast, Masego, A Boogie with the Hoodie, Roddy Ricch, Future, Ty Dolla $ign again, Charlie Wilson, Roddy Ricch again, LMA, Kodak Black, Young Thug, and Lil Durk.
Bro,
Are they picking a side by doing this album?
Bro,
Is this the
no,
West Coast
no,
version
Shut up, no.
of the Metro Boomin album?
He has
Any you dick eater say that, I'm gonna spit on you.
Bro, no fact, for sure. He has the perfect like chance to like name an album like Honey Mustard, and he hasn't yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I don't
What's
know
the name
about
of that shit?
Maybe an R&B album called Honey Mustard would be dope.
Something mustard seed.
Faith of a Mustard Seed. Honey Mustard as an R&B album produced by
or he should call it
Mustard.
He should call it mustard gas. You know what I'm saying?
All right, bro.
Also, there's
You
rumors.
have
There's rumors of new Drake coming, right?
It's been rumored for the last 2 months.
Drake told specifically academics. He told academics this line verbatim.
No, hold on, let me.
He
what
DM'd
say?
academics saying,
Let's go.
"I'm back to giving everybody who loves me what they love from me."
He's such a petty nigga.
Yeah.
What the fuck
Yeah.
does that mean?
Yeah. We're still waiting for your summer vibes, you bitch. That's what we're waiting for.
I'm with him.
Talking about
Because
summer
you know what it
vibes
means
now.
to say, he couldn't even have just
Fucking
said, oh, I'm
pussy.
gonna drop some music. It's coming soon. Nigga gotta say, like a petty ass nigga, the people that actually like me, I'm gonna give you what you like about me. Put your pussy away.
And my thing is
The
like,
fuck?
Your lips.
there's
are
a side of
peaking.
me that gets excited because it means like, okay, Drake's obviously cooking up new music and he has a plan for it. But then the other side is like, what the fuck do you mean? Because when he was dropping, what's it called? The last album, For All the Dogs, he kind of was saying that same shit. Like, oh, this is old Drake, blah, blah. And there's some songs on there that kind of gave old Drake vibes. But overall, as a project, it wasn't Take Care 2.
That shit was TikTok
Is he gonna give
songs.
Take Care 2? You know, like, what the fuck is he gonna do? And then who loves you? The niggas that want to hear you rap or the niggas that want to hear you on some R&B shit? Like, what Drake are we talking about, Drake?
The niggas want to hear you on Cash Cobain beats. I hate them.
And there's a thing of like, I love watching academics and streams, but there's a side of me that wants him to even stop reporting any Drake-related news because it comes off weird.
Like he's a mole.
Like, what is Drake? Why Drake told him that on purpose for him to say that?
No, yeah,
And that shit means nothing.
he's Drake's informant. That's how people look at him.
I'm back to giving everybody who loves me what they love from me. I go, what? What does that mean? Good music?
Why are you DMing that shit to this motherfucker so he says it for you?
Good music?
You know what I'm saying? You're
Bro,
weird, bro.
These niggas are like 40.
I'm telling you, people think that I'm a Drake hater, bro. I just hate the way he fucking moves, bro.
I'm 25 and I would never move like that.
Bro, you
Y'all niggas are
move, you
40.
move like a fucking teenager, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're not a fucking teen anymore, bro. You over here moving, talking about you gonna let your nuts hang, this and that, blah, blah, blah,
He's
blah,
not
blah.
wrong.
But you're always moving fucking like a child, bro.
That nigga hasn't said a word.
That shit
but
gets
he's
me
talking
tight,
through
man.
Academics.
That's the shit that gets me tight
And
about
Instagram
him.
story
I
posts.
love his music. I love his music, bro. I really do. But like, stop moving like a bitch, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Should he do like a Not Like Us remix?
No.
No. Just make some
No.
music. If you're not gonna disappear and shut up, go make some good music.
He could do a Not Like Us remix.
I would never hear it.
Bro, if
Why
he
would
raps
he
his
do
ass
that?
off,
Why
I would
would he do
cringe.
that?
You wouldn't cringe?
It depends the angle, bro. We gonna say that, but we haven't heard it yet. This is still a possibility.
What would he do on it?
I think it might be too late for it, but that's a thing he could have done earlier on. Hopped on that beat and just did his own thing, switched the beat up, do something to it,
And like this Kendrick?
address how it's hard. Like, nigga, this shit's fire, blah, 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 blah.
He's not paying homage to him, bro.
I don't know.
You want him to because
I want him to. He's
you
gonna.
want a Drake
I
and
want to
Kendrick
acknowledge
collab.
his defeat in the record, whatever record he does.
He's not doing that, bro. Man, yo, he's petty.
I
That's
think
petty
this, I think
King.
I think this is the one guy he's not gonna do that with, bro.
I don't think he's ever gonna. I think he's going back in the ring.
I would love later down the road, like
Let's get ready to rumble!
I've said it like for them to drop something, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
But
how many
like,
times did Conor McGregor fight that nigga that he broke his leg with?
mm,
Like 3 times.
Yeah,
Same concept.
the music industry's fucked. If these guys go start dropping songs again, they're gonna have to push all these albums back again.
I pray to God, bro.
Yo, Playboy Cardi's never gonna drop.
Thank the
Playboy
Lord.
Cardi never dropping.
Thank
No one
the
ever
Lord.
dropping.
Nobody asking for that shit either way.
Kanye
Man.
West is never giving vultures too.
Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco's gone viral because Lupe Fiasco over the weekend was inside of a couple Twitter spaces, X spaces, speaking, but kind of not speaking. A lot of times being quiet, letting a lot of other people speak, his fans speak for him. But he was addressing the rumors of the Kendrick Lamar beef, right? Because, remember, last week there's a post that we didn't cover. There was a post online of what's his name? Dame Dash, my guy Dame Dash. Dame Dash made a post saying that he's selling 1/3 of the Reasonable Doubt, I believe, publishing that he owns. He's selling his 1/3. And Lupe Fiasco left a comment saying that he wants Drake to buy it. He thinks that Drake should buy it because Drake would appreciate it. It would make sense in his eyes for Drake to buy it. And he meant it seriously. People were like, what the fuck, Lupe? Why are you saying that you want Drake to buy Jay-Z's this? Like, what the fuck? During the battle of Drake and Kendrick, you know, anything that you say in light of Drake is going to be seen as picking a side against Kendrick. So Lupe Fiasco hopped on Spaces. There was a clip that was misinterpreted that when you play it, it sounds like he wanted, let's just play it. I have the Bluetooth connected. Hear it out.
They the out group, but they selling more records than you. They the out group, but they selling more records than you and selling more tour dates than you. But you the spokesperson for hip hop. That don't make no sense.
So then an account, Certified Jared, shout out to King Jared, I've seen his account. People have related him as a Drake stan because he defends Drake a lot in his posts.
That's all he does.
Online. He said Lupe Fiasco, who Kendrick has been ducking for a decade, asked how can Kendrick say Drake isn't a part of culture and hip hop, but he's selling more records and tour dates than Kendrick. That's not what he meant. He said that this was out of context. They clipped it out of context. And I'm going to play a couple other more clips right here now with more context. This is Lupe talking about him being a Kendrick Lamar hater.
The point that I said, I don't have a problem with, dude. Show me a
that could die.
Stop. Show me where I've explicitly said I don't like him. Show me that. And
also for context, people have always just said that Lupe Fiasco wishes that he was
Drake. I mean Kendrick.
That he was Kendrick Lamar because they feel like Lupe could have been what Kendrick Lamar is, as big, because he's just as talented lyrically. He can take it there, and he's respected in the hip hop world, but he never made it to be as big as Kendrick. He's had hit records.
Lasers and Damn is the same album.
He has classics. Yeah, people always compare Lasers album to the Damn album. To a lot of other Drake. There's a lot of comparisons between them throughout their career. But let's continue the clip.
We can move on. If I'm telling you,
If I was facetious, I would say who's dude.
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, there we go. Because it just seems like I don't know what it is. It just seems like there is some type of I don't know. It seems like there's an issue. It just seemed like it. And I'm pleasantly, I'm happy to know that there's not coming from your mouth. I'm happy to know that.
Okay, so now you can leave because your mission's done.
Okay, can we talk to somebody else?
So you can.
So what we were talking to at the moment.
Way. Who should we like because they make good music? Name names.
Kendrick, Lupe.
Who else?
Old Kanye.
SZA.
Old Kanye.
Wait, how you gonna like old Kanye?
I like new Kanye too, though. But
It's funny,
I
Lupe
don't
was
feel like
defending
going into
Kanye in those
a whole.
Keep going.
Let's see. Larry June's dope. Currency.
And we should like them.
Their music, yeah. No, I didn't say that.
So what are you saying?
You came in here and said I'm a Lupe. I'm a Kendrick fan. Right. After we were saying it, and I said that's good.
This? I'm a Kendrick fan more than his music.
Okay, that's dope though, and so am I.
So what? One thing that Chill was there was a whole creative unit, and that all got broken up. Chill going to prison. All these other dudes is just in there with the Ab Soul right there, with the J Rock right there, with just the collective, with the SZA throwing a hook here and there, with the Punch, who's not only the president but is also a client, also raps, and you just surrounded by certain energies. And whenever I would meet with artists, people that know of artists, or artists that I really admire, I would always kind of push them or their people.
But yeah, this has always been like a thing, right? It's been rumored.
Because of the Logic comment when he said Logic was a better rapper.
Yeah, he said that Logic one time. One time he said that Logic is a better rapper than Kendrick.
Yeah, I was like, what is wrong?
Lupe said that?
Yeah,
Lupe Fiasco.
It was a grip ago. So stupid.
Camacho the Nacho appreciates you for the $199.
And I remember when
shout out to you.
The
Thank
beef
you for
was
the
starting.
donation.
The day we met Metro, I was in a space outside waiting for you to finish up in the hall, and Lupe's in a space saying Kendrick is not a top tier lyricist.
Happen.
Oh, this is the space with Joe Budden and
No
Lupe
matter
today.
what was said in the past, what you think happened, what didn't happen, I personally and professionally do not have a problem with my brother in arms, Kendrick Lamar. No matter what you hear on TikTok or what a nigga said, I said, or did what I did, I do not have a problem with it. Can we please try to work together to start to put that narrative a little bit to bed? Because
I'm saying what he said.
It happened to one of my.
And there we have.
Do you think that Absol phone call did something? Because he admitted to it.
What was it again?
That Absol called him and told him about the situation. Because him and Absol are really good friends. I think one of them is on each other's album. I don't remember how it is. Either Lupe's on Absol's recent album or Absol's on Lupe's recent album. But they're good friends. Schoolboy Q and him are good friends. So that's why people are like, bro, why are you talking like this?
Yeah.
Like, you know these people. And he in the space is saying, I don't really know Kendrick that well. I met him when I gave him an award for being the next, like, upcoming artist.
Yeah.
That's my introduction to this guy.
Yeah.
And he's, like, defending him a little bit. But people are making the argument, like, bro, you said statements that make it sound like you're bitter about what happened. And you're not clarifying what you're meaning. Because someone brought up in the space the Logic thing. He didn't want to really give an explanation for it. His argument was, that's my hip-hop feeling. Like, that's my hip-hop opinion.
Yeah.
By what I understand hip-hop to be, lyricism to be, rapping ability to be. And I'm like, cool, Lupe.
I mean, Logic is a phenomenal rapper.
That's great. But the way he be talking, like, bro, like I told you, and I was waiting for you to leave out of the Metro event, I'm hearing him talk about Kendrick's pen, and I'm like, you're kind of disrespectful. Like, there's something here. Like, you're trying to make it sound like you got an argument, but it's less about the argument and it's more about whatever you're feeling. Because then the people are bringing it up in the space. They're like, hey, like, this doesn't sound like a solid argument. Like, is it, like, the way their tone is? Is it the lyrical bars? Like, why are you saying he's not a top tier lyricist? Like, he doesn't give a good enough answer.
I think it could be also, people want Lupe Fiasco maybe to kind of dick eat Kendrick Lamar.
I agree as well.
Because of the time that we're in, because of this rap beef. And he's just organically feeling how he feels, right? That post of him saying like he wants Drake to buy Jay-Z's whatever from Dame Dash, that played into that narrative of like, oh, this guy doesn't like him. The timing of that was off. To do that publicly was like, why would you do that, right? But Lupe Fiasco's also been one of the better rappers of all time.
I agree.
Extremely good at all that, right? As a lyricist, he knows how to make a hit. He knows how to do everything. He knows how to make a project. He has a new album out right now. Go check it out, Samurai, where he's rapping, I believe, from the perspective of Amy Winehouse, if Amy Winehouse was a rapper, right? And I heard it's pretty good. But people right now only care about Lupe Fiasco because of the Kendrick shit. No one's talking about Lupe Fiasco because he has a new project out.
This is amazing.
Let's go support Lupe Fiasco. Let's go support what he's doing. Remember we went to his speech when he said well, he's doing a lot of work with artificial at MIT with a lot of AI. He's doing a lot of dope things for the future and a lot of things for the culture. He's teaching a lot of lessons. He's teaching classes on hip hop. He's doing a lot of things. No one's talking about that, but everyone's worried about Lupe. Oh my God, does Lupe hate Kendrick? After right now he said it verbatim, he doesn't hate Kendrick. So now we can move on from that. But are people gonna move on? No.
He also doesn't stop talking about it. That's where he fucks up.
That's where he fucked up. Bro, he did like 5 spaces.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, Lupe, why you keep doing these spaces? Just put a tweet out.
Yeah.
Say I'm fine, and that's it. End it.
Because he likes arguing. He likes arguing, nigga. That's what it is. Even when he gives you the floor on the space, he doesn't
help himself.
He's like, it's a shared floor. So if you're saying nonsense, I'm gonna interrupt you. I'm like, Lupe, you can't talk like that, bro. You gotta stop.
He doesn't help his narrative. So hopefully now it stops. We don't get another fucking spaces. Like today he did another one right now, I guess an hour ago with Joe Budden. It's like, how many more do you need? Just stop. Just tweet and call it a day.
Yeah.
But God bless Lupe.
Someone said something I saw too. Dame offered reasonable Dr. Kendrick. He did. I saw that tweet. About 3 years ago, I think it was.
Oh, Dame offered it to...
Yeah, like either
to Kendrick
Dame
Lamar?
tried to sell it to him or he offered it. But I did see the article. I remember someone quoted it.
Bro, Dame, I love Dame Dash, but you even trying to sell it and announce it publicly is some petty shit.
It's corny.
It's weird. Like, this, just stop.
Just sell it
Just
to
stop.
Jay, bro.
Just
Like,
reach out to Jay-Z, his team, the people. You know him, you know them, and maybe you can offer them back to him. Let's say this. What if you don't even sell them? Let's say that's the way you guys maybe squash the beef. Either selling it to him or giving it to him back. Something like that, and you guys can move forward. Other than that, it feels weird.
and if you give it to some white person that's gonna like just hoard it and try to profit off of it, you know how nasty that is for hip hop.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm pretty sure it's valuable, but it's 1/3 of an album. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a classic album.
Depends what third that is, bro.
Yeah. If it's all the production third or some shit.
Yeah.
God bless. Big Sean. Big Sean is back in the game. He's dropped again, guys. He's out here. He's competing. Right? They always say that there's a rumor, just the same way whenever Nas drops something, they say that Jay-Z does like a project, a song, a party, something to kind of overshadow or just take attention away from Nas, and their beef is still subliminally brewing, even though they're friends now. They're saying it the same way that happens with Nas and Jay-Z, Big Sean and Kendrick Lamar. So people thought that Kendrick Lamar was going to drop a new song because Big Sean's doing his rollout. He did an on-the-radar freestyle. And people thought he was subliminally dissing Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was not. He was not. But let me look at the, I won't play it, but I have the lyrics.
I know who he was dissing. Breaks my heart every time.
He said, I got better things to do than find someone to beef with. Right? Then he also says, there's shooters that'll shoot you regardless if Metro trusts you. Niggas be complaining too much, quick acting light skin, but trust when I see your dark side, I got night vision. Go hard as Dr. Umar on white women. So people thought he was dissing Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Newsflash, a lot of people out there. Not everything has to do with Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I know Drake and Kendrick Lamar is the story of the year. Not everything has to do with them. People think that Drake got dissed on the Charles Gambino album too. I don't think so. I looked at the lyrics. I looked at everything. I don't believe so. Not everything has to do with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. It's okay. Go back to reality. Not everything has to do with them. Unfortunately, right? It sucks. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I saw it as a diss to Kanye.
I agree.
Because,
and it makes sense.
Because the first line when he says,
Man, hey,
I'll play some of it.
look, I had to switch the home team because they committed treason.
I had to switch the home team because they committed treason. He's not on good music no more.
And they've been
it's
beefing.
a Kanye diss.
They've been beefing
and
for
they've
like
been
a year.
beefing. Kanye went on Drink Champs and said that the worst decision of his life was
To
to sign
sign
Big
Big
Sean to good
Sean.
music. That he regrets it.
And he did it.
That's some fucked up shit.
That's
to
some
say,
fucked up. That's some dirty shit.
Yeah.
That's like demonic.
But we should stop platforming that mentally ill man. Like, he changes.
No, yeah.
That's just what it is. Like, that's why it hurts me, bro. Like, and you know Big Sean knows that. You know it, bro. You know
No,
in his
100%.
heart of heart, Big Sean knows that nigga has serious problems. And now they're beefing on records, bro.
And then what happens? Fast forward, we had DJ Head checking in with Big Sean, which is God bless. You know, I didn't think it was that serious.
Me neither.
He was like, I had to check and make sure that the lyrics weren't aimed at my guy Kendrick. Okay,
That's dick eating.
it's kind of weird. It's like,
Nah,
but I
it's
guess he
dick-eating.
wants to be the West Coast Guard. He's the West Guard, the Coast Guard. He wants to protect, you know, the West Coast artists. I don't know. I feel like if it was or wasn't, or maybe I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe DJ Head has a relationship with Big Sean to the point that he felt like, let me actually call him up. Or I was just with him. Was that towards Kendrick? Blah, blah, blah.
It was corny when Jay Prince did it. It's corny when he does it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's weird. It was weird. I found it weird. But fast forward, he says he got the confirmation from Big Sean. He said that he talked to Sean. The bar, it was not for Sean. It was not for K. Dot. It was for another Gemini. Kanye West is Gemini. Kanye West changed his life, but me, I'm still old school Gemini. You know, let me jump at this bitch. Kanye West. I think that's what it was for. Now, fast forward, after this happened, Big Sean's album got leaked. And I checked it out. It officially was leaked, but it was an unfinished version of his album. Bro, the album was leaked. Officially leaked. I thought it was bullshit. And it was on a Kanye Reddit where Kanye fans were saying the person that behind it allegedly said that they did it and that Kanye told him to do it. That Kanye said, like, yeah. Like, they told Kanye, I'm going to do this. Should I do this? And they're like, yeah, do it. Fuck it. In response to Kanye being dissed by Big Sean on the radar.
I believe that.
Yeah, but if he's not on the label no more, how the fuck did he get his hands on?
First of all,
It's Kanye West.
That's some of the most despicable,
Corniest,
wackest shit anyone can do in general. The fan base that did that, if they're a Kanye stan, whatever.
Yeah, you're a cornball.
That's a cornball behavior. This is a man's piece of work, his legacy, and the fact that you leaked it. One thing is leaking it, and it's like, oh my God, who leaked it? But to claim that you leaked it and to say that you leaked it because he dissed Kanye, you had enough. Bro, Kanye literally did a whole interview saying that the worst decision of his life was to sign this man. Like, I'm pretty sure Big Sean has every right to diss him. And at the same time, it's not like we're not all, like, we wish that the Kanye and Big Sean relationship was fine. Because if you remember Big Sean's early career, the whole thing was he had the fairy tale rap story. What was his career? He went up to the radio station, he rapped, and on the way out, he rapped to Kanye West. And Kanye West eventually signed him. He impressed him by just running up to him, walking up on him, and rapping to him. I think Kanye was leaving the radio station, and he walked up to him and rapped to him. Stereotypical rap story. Months later, he was signed to Kanye, or a year later, whenever it was. His favorite rapper. Now, full circle, he's on some of the biggest Kanye records of all time.
Click,
Mercy, some of the best verses, best collaborations, best moments in music history. He's a part of it with Kanye. Unfortunately, now they're not together. The fallout is real. Kendrick and Big Sean did have their beef. There was no more interviews.
There was a lot.
Big Sean dropped no more interviews, subbing Kendrick, right?
There was the leaked diss that was
There was a leaked
going around
diss
for
that,
years.
that was crazy that Kendrick was dissing Big Sean. That was supposed to drop. They didn't push it. They didn't drop it.
I think it was originally on Element. It was the Element beat.
Element, like a different version of Element, something like that.
Element, yeah.
They didn't put it on Damn. They pushed it back. They just said fuck it, which would have been crazy if you pushed that button. That would have been like another Control thing. And then for those who don't remember,
he dissed like 4 people.
Control was a Big Sean song that Kendrick was on
and stepped on.
And technically, he dissed Big Sean on his own song, and Big Sean didn't even drop the song officially. And I'm pretty sure it's because he felt some type of way about that and didn't even want to acknowledge that because the song became bigger than the Big Sean album.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
I don't even remember that album.
It's crazy. I like that album.
Album's good as fuck.
No, yeah, like I've heard it. It's just it's not. I only remember Control.
Now, fast forward, he says him and Kendrick are cool. I think he saw someone that was on Kendrick or TDE on an airplane one time. He said, I think it was during the Joe Budden interview years ago. He said that they squashed it. They said that Big Sean thought that it was that they have a beef, or Big Sean said to call him. Whatever the case may be, they reached out to each other and they squashed it, right? So supposedly they moved on past that. But then this beef, the Drake and Kendrick beef, has happened, and then it's kind of fucked up the Big Sean rollout. But hey, God bless, he still has to drop whenever he feels right to. He's still a good rapper, bro. Drop. You can still stand the test of time during this. You're still Big Sean, in my opinion. But the rollout now is complete sabotage. And he said it. He went on Instagram Live. He said, yo, whoever leaked my shit, I'm not going to lie, you fucked it up. But he says, I hope that it's not Kanye. And he was laughing. It can't be Kanye. And he was walking around his house, and he was pointing at a platinum plaque he made with Kanye. It can't be Ye. Because everything we did together, blah, blah. And I'm like, nigga, it can be Ye. He said he didn't want to sign you. He regrets signing you. So how could it not be Ye?
That nigga is mentally ill, bro. Like, I want y'all to understand this shit. Like, that nigga's brain is not there no more, bro.
But if Kanye did this, he's a piece of shit.
Of course.
I'm sorry. He's a piece of shit for doing this. And also, the fan that did it in general is a piece of shit. It's never that serious.
The fan is horrible for doing it.
It's like, what the fuck, what's going on, bro? Like, you guys are that petty? That's disgusting. Like, this stan base and fan base culture is on a different level. It's disgusting. Like, it's reaching levels of I've never seen before. We got Rick Ross getting punched in Canada because of Drake. They want to defend Drake. And now we got Kanye fans leaking Big Sean's album that no one even knew was, like, real. They have the album. They have the whole album. They leaked it. Unfinished. The Nas is a Nas feature. I'm not going to say the rest. I don't want to fuck it up. But I saw everything. I saw the cover art and everything.
Did you listen to it?
I didn't play it. I didn't play anything of it. No, not yet. No, I probably won't because I heard it's like too rough and too unfinished. But yeah, let me play the clip behind me of him talking on the live in his apartment.
Music that I did fucking projects, you know, I've been there since graduation. You know, and I got to like study and contribute, you know, give energy to every project.
Nah, Chev, we didn't.
808s, Beautiful, Twisted, right? So I know he wouldn't do that because that's trash. I know he wouldn't do no shit like that. So whoever did do that, just know it did fuck me up. But I know, like, hold on, let me show y'all some shit. I know he ain't do that shit because I know he ain't do that. Niggas talking about, yeah, he did that. I know he ain't do that because look at this shit right here. Let me show y'all something. You see this plaque right here? It's 185 million records sold under good music. I love good music. Nigga that shit, they made more money off my music than I did. And leaking the nigga shit, I had access to a lot of exclusive, not just him, just other people too. Nigga, I would never leak nobody's shit, so I know he ain't do that. I know he ain't.
Shout out to Joey Hip Hop for the clip, posted on Twitter.
That's
my
tough.
boy. When it comes to the situation, though,
it's nasty.
It's nasty, and he's also not wrong. As far as like he hopes he doesn't do it, I hope he didn't do it. I hope Kanye didn't do it, but I'm pretty sure he did. I don't want him to, but it's reality. I think he possibly did it, especially the type of time he's on, where he announced he's retiring, and then within the same couple hours he says that he's not, and it was just a Rich the Kid rollout, which did not even work out because no one gives a fuck about Rich the Kid album right now. Like, they should have dropped that Rich the Kid album after they dropped Carnival. The steam off of Vultures and Carnival has left. And then Rich the Kid drops an album now with 2 new Kanye features that no one's even talking about. No one gives a fuck about Kanye music right now.
Yeah.
No one cares about Kanye music right now. Got his wife Bianca walking around with her titties out now.
That
full
matters
breast
more than
out.
his music. No bullshit. That trended and his music didn't.
It's crazy.
Because her breasts are nice.
But then what he's saying, what Big Sean's saying is like,
I want to hold them.
Big Sean, and I know you want to suck them too, put them in your mouth. Big Sean has a lot of unreleased Kanye West music. He's been a part of a lot of Kanye West samples, renditions, remixes, etc. that have never come out. He could leak his shit if he wanted to. He never done that. Big Sean, I heard before, he's even recorded with Drake. He has like unreleased Drake shit. They have songs together. He's done reference tracks for other artists. It's very unprofessional. But Kanye's so crazy and everything that he could do that, get away with that, and his own fan base would forgive him because it's Kanye West. He's like, whatever.
No.
Fuck Big Sean. We agree with you, yay. What? It's just weird, bro. You like when you rile up your fan base to do something so maniacal like that, it gives dictator vibes. Like you're trying to use your power like a cult following.
It's God
You're
complex.
controlling it. It's like God complex. Yeah, literally. It's some bullshit. I don't like that shit. But praying for Big Sean, brother. Hope you cook up some better music than what was on the leak. Then like make it better. Redo the album. The rollout is still happening though. He said August 9th. So technically next week, yeah, a week from Friday. No, 2 weeks from Friday. We're getting a Big Sean album. I'm excited for it because I'm a Big Sean fan.
I like Big Sean.
Yeah, I want to listen.
I like
to
Big Sean.
I like Big Sean too. We don't gotta talk about that one.
Which one?
The Joe Budden and Cardi beef.
Nah, we don't.
No, that's already dead. That already got resolved. She apologized.
And then he said it what he said. I saw that.
Yeah, there's no need to cover that anymore. Elliott Wilson and Charlamagne the God have a beef ongoing right now. Elliott Wilson and Charlamagne the God. Charlamagne the God was ranked on the Complex Hip Hop Media List number 4 in the top 10. Elliott Wilson was number 5, right? Then Big Sean. Then Charlamagne the God went. This might be the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef in hip hop media right now is Charlamagne the God versus Elliott Wilson. Charlamagne the God went on Brilliant Idiots and he subbed and did not like Elliott Wilson's ranking. He felt like Elliott Wilson should not be number 5, right? And Elliott Wilson screen recorded this and posted it on his Twitter account. I think I have the clip right here.
That's what I mean when I say, why are you upset that people are transcending hip hop? I'm not trying to be the 50-year-old person still complaining about not being
to our room of negativity.
He's talking about Elliott there, calling him a 50-year-old person complaining.
Elliott, I don't think you should be number 5. Number 4, Charlamagne the God. All right, now let me read this, right? Last year's ranking number 3 featured on The Breakfast Club, The Brilliant Idiots, known for sensational commentary, asking provocative questions in his Donkey of the Day segment. Most memorable.
Elliott wasn't tweeted this, and he said, "Fuck you, Charlamagne." And he said, "Sucker
God.
shit." He said, "Sucker shit." What Charlamagne's doing. And then he said that he got invited up to Brilliant Idiots, the podcast with Andrew Schultz. He passed on it, and he passed on the Breakfast Club. They reached out to Elliott to go on the Breakfast Club, and he passed on it. All right, when fans are calling Elliott Wilson petty, he said, "Am I petty? I passed on Brilliant Idiots and on Breakfast Club." And he said he is petty. He's basically saying he's petty. That's why I take at it as like, yeah, I'm petty, bitch. I'm Elliott. And then he goes and says that he's not doing flagrant with you either. I'm not doing flagrant with you either. That's the Andrew Schultz podcast. Right. So they've been going back and forth, and this has been viral today. Do I agree with the rankings? First of all, I really don't give a fuck about this list. I don't give a fuck about this list because it's like everything is subjective. Like objectively, number one, I think by default is going to be academics, no matter what. Everything else is limbo because number one podcast, music podcast, is always Joe Budden. Always Joe Budden.
Number one streamer music related is Kai Cenat.
Yeah. You know, so like they each play different roles.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's the thing.
They're all doing different
They're all
shit.
different, so that's why I don't give a fuck about this list. This list does not matter.
Yeah.
But shout out to the people on the list because there was some newer people. Shout out to my boy KTR. I was talking to him. Kids Take Over. He was ranked at the number 4, number 24, number 25. You know, so they're putting a lot of young, up and coming, independent media people on there. So
That was dope.
That's dope. I love that.
I went to see if you were there.
Imagine. You never know. I mean,
Because the list is long.
They in the complex. They always posted my tweets like crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like every fucking day.
And that whole issue happened, so I was like, maybe they remember you.
God bless their hearts.
Yeah.
When it comes to number one, academics does everything. He does podcasting, he does media, his posts, and he also was mentioned by Kendrick, and he also was mentioned by Drake in rap beef diss songs. That's insane.
Yeah, he's
You're
in
a part of
history.
hip hop history forever now, especially because this rap beef is so huge. That alone, I think, cements him as number one. Everyone else is up in limbo. Now, when it comes to Elliott Wilson, I think is above this list. Like he's done so much and is historically, him and Charlamagne both have impacted media on a level that supersedes any media list ranking, etc. So for them to go back and forth about the number that they are, and it's just petty shit.
It's like arguing Angie. Like,
yeah, Angie Martinez, like,
is a legacy act. Like you just leave her there.
Big Boy, L.A., Big Boy's Neighborhood, Sway,
Yeah, Sway.
Calloway, and Angie Martinez,
and Elliott too.
and
Elliott
Elliott
is in that
Wilson,
list.
and Charlamagne the God are in an esteemed legacy act when it comes to media. It doesn't matter they had a bad year. Who gives a fuck? How about their life and their legacy and the impact they've had? I can argue maybe I'm not here without them. So there's no sense of like,
Why are you competing?
Like, well, I want to be the number one spot. Nah, bro, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. That's why these lists only cause these conversations to happen, and that's what occurs. Now, Ellie and Charlamagne going back and forth, I'm not really a big fan of that. I wish that they reach a more amicable space, but Ellie is on his demon time. He's been on his demon time since last year.
I don't know what is wrong with him.
Bro, he's been on some... he just speaking his mind. He's on some shit. You know, I want to interview him this year. He's on some shit.
If you're Elliott, how do you bow out of being a reporter? How do you transition out of that?
I don't think there's no transition because he could do this shit forever. All he has to do is just go back to the writing. You know what I'm saying? Write articles.
Because I feel
you could be a 70-year-old, 80-year-old article writer. There's plenty.
He'd be an amazing consultant in my mind.
Put some young niggas on, Elliott.
That's what I'm saying.
Put us on your Elliott. You work at Up Rocks, Hip Hop XD now. You need some content creators. We're over here. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you this. We're independent. So unless there's really financially savviness to us, that you're going to help us financially or not, we're good over here, brother. You know, because independence is the wave right now. So we'd rather ride it out. But if you can help us, let us know. I'm saying help us get any smaller bags. Help us get some tiny bags that add up to a bigger bag.
This nigga is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Elliott, you know what I'm saying? God bless. But I am going to interview you this year. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to interview Elliott. I'm going to interview a couple people in media. this year. We're definitely gonna make it happen. But yeah, I don't love this beef. I love him in a sense popping his shit, but to just be like directly like "fuck you, Charlamagne."
It's crazy.
It's
That's
like whoa,
hilarious.
hold up.
No, I love that.
You like
It's needed.
He doesn't like
Charlamagne
Charlamagne.
It
was
is needed.
fucking poking him in a sense, like Elliott, and he was talking to him, Elliott.
Joe Budden also said Elliott's a crybaby. He said he
Yeah.
went on the podcast and just cried.
Joe Budden likes to run his mouth.
Like, there's a lot of people who've been calling him a crybaby lately. That's why I'm like,
Because Elliott doesn't move like this usually. Like throughout his career, at least from my recollection, he hasn't.
But
I
thing
could
is,
be wrong.
Don't you think that since he's been doing it for so long, it gets to the point where it's like, I let people talk shit about me, this, and that. He's just over it. You know what I'm saying?
He's had enough.
Yeah, like he's just like, bro, like put some respect on me because
I hear you.
I've been here. You know what I'm saying?
but you shoot your shot at the right person. You don't. let your-
Charlamagne's the right person.
No, he's not, because he's
Yeah.
a troll.
Fuck you.
I'm
You know what
never.
I'm saying?
If Charlamagne talks shit about me, bro, I'm gonna just laugh at that nigga, bro.
I
'Cause
want
it's
to head
like,
up with Charlamagne.
that's what he does. You're just playing into his game.
And then you beat his ass.
Oh my God. Marlon's crazy, bro.
This
Marlon's
nigga,
Kendrick Lamar.
He thinks he's Wu Tang.
No, he's Schoolboy Q. He's
was
Schoolboy Q.
it Wu Tang that whooped his ass?
Oh, one of the Wu Tang affiliate members, Joe Budden got. Oh, I think he didn't
No,
get
it was
whipped.
Joe
I think he just
Budden.
got slapped.
It was Charlamagne. Nah,
Oh, Charlamagne. No. It was like a.
who was it?
I don't think he whipped his ass. Did he? I don't know. No.
No, they smacked the shit out
I know
of
he
him in
got
the video.
chased outside.
No, they hit him, bro.
Oh, they hit him in the back of the head and they got chased. But
Yeah.
that was a Funk Flex affiliate,
Funk
allegedly.
Flex. Yeah, there
Allegedly.
we go. Funk Flex.
Back
there
when
we
Hot
go.
97 and Power 105 was
yeah.
at peak.
Yeah, bro.
Peak
Charlamagne's
war.
weird, man. Charlamagne's weird.
Peak
bro.
rap battle wars. But nah, man. Elliott.
He'll risk a pink eye for a clip, bro.
Listen, Elliott, I feel like you're better united. Like there's a sense of
That was a Vic hater in the chat. Jesus Christ.
you're better united, Elliott. Like you and Charlamagne. I would love to see you guys on each other's platforms. We'll see, man. We'll see. But Charlamagne doesn't go on no one's platform. It seems like he still hasn't done Academics' podcast after he promised Academics. I don't know what's going on with that. Charlamagne seems to kind of keep it within his own inner circle. He's not very much giving, it seems like. That's what the narrative is out there. And I kind of agree. You know, I think he is giving. He just does it on his own time and has to be organic. I don't know. But Elliott Wilson and Charlamagne the God, the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef of the media right now. I believe the last major topic right now to discuss to get out of here, Mr. Beast drama happened today. There's Mr. Beast drama. Mr. Beast drama this time around is Chris Tyson. Chris Tyson, for those who remember, was the Chris that was once a man and has transitioned into a female. He's a part of the Mr. Beast collective friend group. Chris Tyson, the legal name now is Chris Tyson with a K. Chris is being accused of talking to minors today. 2 videos over the last 30 days outline an alleged sexually inappropriate relationship with a minor that started with a minor at the age of 13 with plans to meet up with the same minor at the age of 16. Chris Tyson, who now goes by Ava? Oh, my bad. So Chris Tyson changed his name to her name, Ava, has yet to respond to the allegations. Yeah, used to be known as Chris, actually, just by the first name, Chris. These people were so famous that they just get known by their first name only, like Chris. There's a million Chris's in the world, maybe a billion, but everyone knew that the Chris.
The transition name is Ava Kris.
Oh, Ava Kris.
Yeah, it's Ava Kris.
My apologies, on Ava Kris. So the full name is Ava Kris?
It's Ava Kris, whatever the last name is.
Okay.
And they changed the C
To
to
a
a
K.
K. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. We have a clip right here. Let's play. I guess of Chris allegedly joking about selling nudes with a minor. I still haven't played this clip yet today, guys. So we're gonna watch it live reaction right now.
Oh, this guy is that young, and you've been talking to him one-on-one online, and you've been socializing with him and making friends.
Oh my bad.
What is this comment supposed to mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that you are telling him that he needs to donate $5 so you can release your nudes or whatever, and you sent him a kissy face. Now, granted, you could say that this is a joke or whatever, this is Rhode talk, but keep in mind, this is with someone who's 14, and this is someone who's in college talking to, someone that isn't even in high school yet, really. or if he was in high school, he just joined it. Already really weird, considering
Okay, here we go. I want to see the evidence. Here's some evidence, allegedly.
And of course, it continues. He says, check again, and he tags you, I think. At least that must be you, or he's tagging you. And of course, he says, I posted some fire nudes for you. Please no share. And this is someone that you're talking to that is 14 years old, that you know is 14. And at the end of the day, you cannot be talking about topics like this with someone that is this young.
You have the caravan part?
Well, there's a caravan? Like inside of a caravan?
No, they met up.
Really?
Yeah, there's a photo of them together. They met up, bro. There's a whole video.
But I do have two other pieces of context. We have former Mr. Beast affiliate. I don't know what he did. He might have been like a cameraman. I forgot what he was. His name is Jake Franklin. He said he want to talk all that shit, but look now, bum, talking about this. His reaction to this. But he also said that Jimmy knew. He randomly tweeted Jimmy knew. Mr. Beast's name is Jimmy. Alleging that Jimmy, Mr. Beast, knew about Chris's allegations and him talking to a minor. Allegedly, right? This is what he's trying to basically subliminally accuse Mr. Beast of, right? We have Kris Tyson allegedly said 14-year-old bad baby was hot, according to Sneako's testimony.
I remember Kris saying that Bad Baby Cash Me Outside. Remember, she's made about $55 million from OnlyFans. One of a bad reflection of American culture. The day she turned 18, all the Sims came out of the woodworks to go subscribe to this. It shows like how disgusting sex work is, which is just prostitution.
Sneako used to work for Mr. Beast 2 years ago. That's how he would know what Kris is, etc. would say, etc. Because he would be around them, right? You said the second video, which one? So the right here.
So
this
it's that
true.
one.
And this screenshot is Kris Tyson talking one-on-one with him, and at this point, he would have been 16. And here we go. Here is the picture of them meeting up together. I'm gonna censor his face, and as you can see right there's Carl right there, there's Kris Tyson right there. Kris Tyson was talking to this guy since he was 13. Kris Tyson was in college.
Probably like a fan. Like a
the
grooming.
moment he was able to drive, he takes a camper van out in the middle of the woods, which, by the way, a very secluded area. Let me talk about that. Anytime that someone is taking a camper van somewhere, bringing it out in the desert or the middle of the woods, it's very unnecessary because there's RV parks, there's the Walmart parking lot, there's plenty of areas you can go instead of going to a place that's very unfamiliar to you to camp out there, especially in a secluded area. So the real question is, if he was talking to Kris Tyson, who is interested in both men and women, since he was 13 years old and Kris Tyson was in college, why did he take a camper van out to see him and take it out in the middle of the woods in this secluded area? And then he met up with him like 2 days later, like the picture was posted.
Yeah. This shit is crazy.
This shit's disgusting.
Because it's like,
no one's reported it.
But my thing is, unfortunately, what happens is there's a side to this where it gets crazy. This works on me.
Jeepers.
God bless.
That's wild.
This is the one I want to play.
Put that out there.
God bless. This is another Mr. Beast crew member. His name is Chandler, right? Chandler's on TikTok now posting himself reading the Bible. That's what he's been doing on TikTok. His TikTok page is just him reading the Bible, reading Bible verses.
That's also an old Bible video, by the way.
Yeah, this is an old video. And they're saying that maybe that's why he's doing this, because he knows about the Kris situation and like he is just showing signs, I guess, of him finding a new, I don't know, I don't know if it's new because he might have always done this, but maybe he's just trying to stay away from that because at the same time, during the time where the Mr. Beast friend and affiliate Kris is transitioning, going through his transgender phase and changing his gender, to her now, we have this one who goes by the name of Chandler, doing TikToks now relating to the Bible. So it's like, oh, this all happened at the same time. Now we have these allegations. We have the other affiliate that said that Jimmy knew. There's a sense of this obviously potentially being true. We hope that it's not. But there's a lot of people who also are homophobic and transphobic to the point that we have Nick Merckx. He was like, oh, I'm not surprised. Some shit like that. He's a streamer. Because he's come out to the past and he's not.
Sneakio said the same thing.
Yeah, he's like transphobic, basically. He doesn't agree with transgenderism at all. Nothing, he doesn't believe in anything that has to do with transgenders.
Andrew Tate did a whole rant too.
Yeah. So they're going to use this opportunity to say, oh, that's why we also shouldn't care about transgenders because he became transgender and he's talking to little kids. He's creepy because he's transgender. He's talking to little kids because he's transgender. Like they try to align both of them as if they're both a part of the same world when it has nothing to do with each other, right? Also, we have people that want to see Mr. Beast fail because he's so damn successful, right? He has, I think, didn't he pass now? He's officially the biggest YouTube account of all time with the most YouTube followers of all time. He's extremely successful. There's a sense of him almost not being able to do anything wrong to the point that people want him to run for president. He's so fucking damn near perfect
It's
when
like
he's not.
psychotic perfection.
It's psychotic perfection. He's extremely successful. So people want to see him fail. Hey, how can we see him fail? His transgender friend talks to minors. Oh my God. And Mr. Beast knew about it. Send him to jail too. That's not how it works, buddy. First of all, this is all rumored. Nothing has been confirmed. It's all allegations. But
It's
there's a
also-
sense of people that want to see him fail and they want this to be true. Like they're praying for this to be true. I can relate it to Drake. There's people that want to believe that Drake is a pedophile. That they hate Drake and they love Kendrick and Drake did that shit. Drake's a weirdo. He hangs around weird kids. Oh my God. And they want to force it. When it's like, bro, all he did was lose the rap beef. He's not a pedophile. He's not really a pedophile. Like, calm down. No, fuck, I'm burning hell. Drake's number one.
You about to piss the chat off.
I don't give a fuck. It's facts. Drake's number one. This is what happens when people are at the top of their game. They're gonna be the most hated, right? So there's a chance of people having that bias. They already didn't like Mr. Beast. Oh, that his friend was transgender. I don't really like transgenders already. Oh, he's talking to minors. Oh, so we have to wait until more comes out. He hasn't said nothing. Chris hasn't said nothing, which I'm actually surprised.
Bro, no one's reported it.
Because Chris spoke out when there was rumors in the past of him being transgender or not, blah, blah. He spoke out. He came out, spoke about it. There was rumors of him being kicked off the Mr. Beast group, the
Vic.
team. He spoke out about it.
Not a single mainstream media has reported it. These are all independent journalists. MSSCB, CNN, no one's reported it.
Even the YouTuber that made the clips, the main one, you saw him. He was on the park bench sitting down looking at paper.
Oh,
Old
there's a
school
reason
style.
why. There's a reason why. So, multiple people have this story, bro. And I guess he was trying to beat someone to the punch, some white dude. I forgot his name. I was going to send it to you. I forgot.
That he's at the park looking for kids?
No. Yeah, because everyone's like, bro, why is this shit so low def? This shit looks terrible.
Yeah.
And it's because, bro, he wasn't the only one that got the story. Like, they were, like running around. He was trying to, like, run around to just get it out.
I saw it all over TikTok today in the morning.
Yeah, but there was someone else, another streamer, like YouTuber, who had the story, too, and he was about to put it out. That's why he put it out the way he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, see, look at the comments already. Yet leftists keep on defending the LGBTQ.
Oh, no, yeah.
They're trying to make this something that it's not. They're trying to politicize it. They're trying to make it work to their narrative and make it make sense to them for a reason that has nothing to do with it. Like, if he did this, he's a piece of shit, and he's going to go to jail no matter what. Yes. But we have yet to see more evidence. We have the allegations, the stories, the screenshots.
IG post
with the person, right? Didn't the kid come out and deny it? The
They haven't
13-year-old?
confirmed that. I know you're talking about in the comment section. No one's confirmed it's him.
No one's confirmed it's him, but there was an account that they believed that was a 13-year-old, and the account came out.
Well, he's
saying,
not 13 now.
Well, not 13 now. He was the 13-year-old. That account of that person, allegedly as the person, denied that all of this. Right? Let me try to find that.
I seen it. Yeah.
Which was weird. It was like, what? That's why I was confused. I thought it was a 13-year-old that actually tweeted that. I'm like, the 13-year-old tweeting such a sophisticated tweet? What's going on? We have Chris deny. Chris denies not gonna pop up. Mr. Beast Mr. Beast, Chris. But it feels like every week. Last week, wasn't there another YouTuber, Cody Co, or something? I forgot his name, was exposed for, or it was already a known thing, but people reminded everyone. It was resurfaced that he, was slept with a minor. He slept with Tana. Forgot her last name, but she's a big YouTuber too. When she was 17 and he was 22 or 24, and it was confirmed. She confirmed it.
Yeah, the porn star.
Cody Cole, something like that.
Yeah.
Big YouTuber. That was last week.
He
It feels like,
slept
and
with
then
that
the week
porn
before
star.
that was Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah.
It's like this year, all these YouTubers that have been on some creepy shit are getting exposed. It feels like. I cannot find a tweet of the person allegedly denying it.
Tell you, man, she's a trend. 2024. Kid butts the wave.
Yo.
Wow.
This is the alleged screenshot. I'm putting behind us. Let's play this to end this topic. This is Chris on Snapchat allegedly communicating with a 14-year-old in 2019.
Lock that nigga away, bro. I mean, lock her away.
Kissy emojis and stuff. Listen, all I say is that I don't know what that is. I'm going too deep of a wormhole. We're on live stream. I can't play all this shit. What I will say is that speaking with a teenage fan and you're a full-grown adult, too consistently at that point is too much, especially on Snapchat. It's not necessary. It's not necessary.
That's disgusting.
I'm not saying he's guilty of anything. I am saying, though, it's not looking good for you, Chris. Or
Ava Kris.
Ava. It's not looking for you, girl. Ava. Yeah, man, this shit's weird. This shit's weird. But then again, like I said, hopefully people remove their bias, and are not looking at this from a homophobic, transphobic, and anti-Mr. Beast standpoint and just a human standpoint, and realizing if he really did this, do your research. And hopefully, if he's innocent, brother, get a lawyer and release a statement. Like, do something, because this is gonna keep getting crazier and crazier. Anything Mr. Beast related blows up. Like, this is gonna be the biggest story for the week. It's gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. So, yeah, God bless. Deadpool drops this Friday. I want to go check it out. New movie, Deadpool and the Wolverine, is dropping Friday. Well, Thursday it comes out. Technically, we can go watch it on Thursday too.
Let me know. I'm down.
I'm excited to see this movie. I'm dying to see this movie. I watched. Well, before I say that, the Paris Olympics are Friday. It starts from Friday, I think, in August 11th. There's like 2 or 3 weeks of the Olympics.
Team USA looking shaky.
Team USA has LeBron as the flag bearer, basically the captain of the team. LeBron, it seems like, as he should. They've been winning though. They keep winning, but
keep coming back.
Yeah, they keep coming back. It's gonna be interesting. I would love to see them take home the medal, the gold medal. I'm gonna be watching the fucking Olympic Games like crazy. I want to see them play. LeBron and Steph Curry on the sidelines, like the Drewski meme when like you go and you have your work wife. They're saying that Steph Curry's LeBron's work wife. They were literally like hugging and then pushing off each other because they want to play on the same team, but they can't. They haven't been able to yet.
They're never
and they probably never will be able to. But they've been dying to play together. It's like the Drewski fucking skit, the work wife skit. The Boys, one of my favorite shows of all time. The season finale happened this week, finally, of The Boys. The Boys, one of the best shows of all time. I don't know how I feel about the finale, man. The finale ends with a cliffhanger, again, of the idea of what's to come, right? In the next season, season 5, I believe. Correct me in the chat if you guys watch The Boys on Amazon Prime. I think it's season 5, the next season, and I believe is the final season. I do like how it ends this episode with tying it to Gen Z, Gen V. Gen V. It ties it to the Gen V show, the spinoff of The Boys, and we have the young superheroes, Gen V, coming and basically saving the day and capturing Butcher's team, the Boys, and arresting them. And it seems like Homelander's also obviously behind it. He's teamed up now with Victoria, who is a snipe. I forgot the term snipe. A hero, not a hero, but a villain, basically, but a hero. She has superpowers, but she's basically a villain, and she's able to explode people's brains with just her mind, telepathically, like that, like looking at them. It's insane. It's like a wireless bomb. She has a wireless bomb at all times that she could just explode in your brain. Homelander exposed that shit in a live interview. She was the vice president. She's the vice president, but no one knew that she was a superhero, had any superpowers. He exposed it by putting fucking infrared lasers towards her to kill her, and she stopped it because her instinct is to act like this. She's acting normal because she's on camera, but then if she's about to die, the power comes out of her, so she stops it. And then on live TV, people are like, "Oh my god, she's a fucking superhero. No one knew. Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck?" He exposed it, but he doesn't have no plan, because him exposing that basically leads it to the idea of, if superheroes take over, you want the superhero inferiority or superiority, you're going to have to kill the humans, because it's humans or heroes. The whole show's about people with powers or villain or human. Shit. Yeah, it's like X-Men. It's literally like X-Men. So the show is crazy. It's crazy. I just didn't love the finale because I'm like, why doesn't Butcher die? I thought Butcher was going to die. It's like Butcher needs to die. You would think he's like going to die. And then it gets revealed his superpower is like the guy he took the fucking compound V, and now he has the shit that comes out of him, this fucking alien that comes out of him and attacks people, and he's like, he's a good ass power. But it's like, did he not know he had this whole time? Or was he scared of using it? Because I feel like he could use that against Homelander. He possibly could, right? And then he kills Victoria because she did a deal with them to go against Homelander. And then they didn't believe her. They didn't believe, as they shouldn't, because I think you shouldn't fucking believe anyone and trust anyone that has the power to blow up your fucking brain. You gotta suggest that everything that they do is suspect. You can't trust her. So I'm hopeful that Butcher's decision plays out. But as of right now, it hasn't, because they all got arrested. It's crazy. The show is crazy. But I really I don't know why, I felt like he was going to die. He's sick. It seemed more sense to kill Butcher.
Trev said he wants to see what happened to Ashley.
Oh, yeah, right. Because she, Trev, what was it? How did it end with Ashley? They found the clone, right? And they killed, that was dealt with, the shapeshifter Ashley. But the real Ashley, I forgot what ended with the real Ashley.
This show sounds insane.
This is crazy. I forgot what happened with the real Ashley. I saw that Kamiko finally spoke. First time ever. She's like, no, because she took her man away from her. And she finally spoke after being mute, not speaking. Her first words, no, crying. That shit was crazy. I'm like, oh my God, she's speaking. I forgot the Ashley storyline, what happened with her there. I know that her and Huey were supposed to get married, but didn't happen because he thought it was the real one, but it wasn't the real one. That shit was insane. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. The season finale was a bit of a letdown, but I'm still excited for what's to come. I'm hopeful for more. Gen V looks crazy. Gen V is about to be insane. I'm hearing there's going to be a spin-off movie.
They said she took V and the hair fell out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Ashley. I confused Ashley, my bad, with Starlight. My bad. I confused her completely. Yeah, Ashley did take Compound V. Oh, I think that she's going to be the craziest, because the Compound V, the way it works is you take it, but you don't know what superpower you're going to get. It could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, I feel like it aligns with the person's personalities. Kind of. And if it works that way, Ashley being the way she is, like she wants to fucking kill Homelander, she might be the one that kills Homelander. Like, it might be a powerful, she's very crazy, and she's also like a dominatrix. She's into like butt play and like weird ass sex. It might be like a sexual ass hero power,
right, bro,
or some shit like that. That'd be insane.
She got pussy acid.
Her fucking acidic pussy juice that kills people. You know, she's gonna do some crazy shit. But yeah, no, phenomenal show. The writing is impeccable. There was a bit of a slow start to the season. I felt like, what's going on? But this season kind of felt like a filler. It felt like a filler with the most dramatic shit and the craziest things happening at the end of the season. It felt like a filler. But it's because the next season of season finale is going to be the series finale. I heard it's going to be the final one, season 5. But the actors want a movie spinoff. Let's hope and pray we get a movie spinoff. I think it would be extremely successful. The show's amazing. I think it's the truest form of what superheroes would be in real life is The Boys. That's what superheroes would be in real life. That toxic, crazy, drama, reality, incapable of handling their powers is The Boys. That's what would happen. 100%. Even the Gen V shit, the school aspect of it, that's what would happen in real life. I'm telling you, that's what would happen. So go check out The Boys. I love that show. I'm finishing, I'll give a season finale recap next week for... Why am I drawing blank on the show? The show I'm watching with Shawty, Dark Matter. I'm finishing it up. Insane show. New music dropped over the weekend. JT from the City Girls dropped a brand new album.
There's a good song on there.
The Cinderella, City Cinderella?
Mm-hmm.
City Cinderella. What song you talking about? You talking about 90s Baby?
I think so. I don't know.
This one right here? Play a little bit.
I think it's that one, yeah. Because I was just skipping through it.
Nah, it's the number 1 song off her album right now, 90s Baby.
Yeah,
Out of
90s
nowhere.
Baby.
It wasn't even a single, nothing. People liked it. I think TikTok probably previewed it. This one is going crazy too.
It's that one. That's the one I heard, yeah. Yep.
Because it's like, it samples kind of like a...
Uh-huh.
You got served, like...
Yep. That's why. That's just hard, bro. Because I saw it on
It's
Twitter
old school
first.
vibe.
Someone's like, yo, because it comes right before her hit. She has a single on, she has one of her songs that are a hit on that album. The one that dropped earlier this year. You know which one I'm talking about, bro.
I'm pretty as a
A
motherfucker.
motherfucker,
All
there
these
we go.
bitches okay.
So when
Sounds like some old school Jeezy Gucci Mane shit.
So when that song, the way she sequenced it was that the first flip and then that song comes next. When I'm hearing it, I'm like, nigga, this is hard.
It's genius.
Who the fuck, who sequenced this album?
So people are saying like JT has a better album than any City Girl album. And a better album than any Young Miami potential album.
There's at least 3 hits on that album.
Yeah, it's a good ass album. I recommend the album. Also, there's the rumors of the JT and Nicki Minaj beef because Nicki Minaj was not on this album.
I thought they squashed it.
I saw Nicki Minaj bring out JT in Boston live to do the remix song that they have together. I thought they squashed their beef. Now there's rumors of the beef still coming back because of, I guess that she's kind of siding with Ice Spice. I don't know. It's some shit like that. I forgot what it kind of is specifically. I would have loved to hear Nicki Minaj on the JT album. Would have been amazing. Would have been worked wonders for her career. She would have deserved it right now, JT. But it's not happening.
You think Uzi played a role in this album?
Uzi? Maybe.
It sounds like it a little.
Maybe executive producing behind the scenes.
Uh-huh.
TMZ interviewed Lil Uzi and said, "What's your favorite song off the JT album?" He was heated. He said, "What type of fucking question is that?" I'm like, that's a good ass question. What the fuck you? But I guess he meant like every song. But it's like, nigga, why you getting him heated? He was like heated. I'm like, bro, calm down.
That's when I knew he wrote it. I'm like, you did something here.
Yeah,
because
he's like, if he means it like that, like every song's hard. It's like, nigga, you have something to do with this album.
You feel passionate about it because he only talks like that when it's his music.
And it's fire. She's fire.
Yeah.
JT's hard, bro.
It's hard.
JT's hard.
But
bro.
that also pushes the narrative. The men be making some good ass fucking trap, female trap music, bro. Holy shit.
Listen, her music's so hard that it's like girl music that guys could play.
Yeah. I would have loved Yachty on this album. I would have loved Yachty to have done something on this album. Because when they get together, they make fire, nigga.
Charles Gambino dropped his new album. Go check it out. It dropped. Bando Stone and A New World soundtrack album to his movie that's supposedly coming. He said he's going to drop it whenever he wants. He said, I guess, in an interview or some shit on Instagram Live, whenever. I'm like, bro, what? God bless you. But he said he did it on purpose. He dropped the soundtrack before the movie because he wants people involved. Because when you listen to the album, there's a lot of skits and interlude that are like from the movie, right? I like the album.
I heard the Drake tracks.
There's people that say there's tracks that sound like Drake.
It does. It's his flow.
I'll play some of it right here. Drake and Childish. You look it up on Twitter. The first thing is these accounts, they compared him because it sounded like a Drake effect or Drake tone.
I had to marry this bitch.
Bought her a crazy car, like it to sound like this. Running up on y'all there in a minute. I did it myself, a million bajillion, I made every penny.
I'll say that it sounds like if Drake were to do it, it would sound like, oh, it makes sense. But I don't think he's necessarily copying Drake. Let's see. And this is a song called Yoshinoa that people are telling me is a Drake diss, which I don't think is a Drake diss, but they keep telling me it's a Drake diss. That sounds like a Drake flow right there though. Like it is what it is. I'm upset or something. Let me see.
It does sound like I'm upset.
Let me see right here.
I'm in the mirror, I see what I like. It is what it is. I'm right when I'm right.
Yeah. You know what it sounds
What
like
song?
too?
What Drake song is like that?
It sounds because he does that. It is what it is, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
Drake
but
does that shit.
there is one song where he goes the whole fucking song doing it. What is it called? Damn. I think it's on Scorpio. Is it?
Scorpion. Someone said meltdown.
There it
Meltdown.
is.
That's not like
Thank
Meltdown.
you. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah. Melt on the chains because niggas inherited shit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Meltdown flow. Yep.
Holy
Meltdown
shit.
flow.
But that beat sounds like an Odd Future beat. It sounds like an old Tyler beat.
Yeah, and on Yoshinoa, he says, I put your boy in the seat. You got your biz in the streets. I wash my hands when I eat. You got your biz, like you got your business in the streets. People are accusing you of things, I guess. I got your boy in the seat.
Someone quoted that he says, your house on an app.
Then he goes, I don't know. I think it's going to come up here. He goes, I don't know no one BD, but they depended on me. Niggas don't know where I'm at. I guess because people don't know where he's at. Baby mama drama with Drake, I guess. He says, I find your house on the app. People around you ain't slat. They plotting hard when you slap. Young Thug, Not Like Us cover, The House, the app registered sex offender app, right? Maybe referencing 616, Kendrick Lamar. Then he goes, they got a gun in your back. This who you trust when you sleeping at night. I'm in the mirror. I see what I like.
I think that's a Drake bar.
Then he goes, it is what it is. I'm right when I'm right. Fuck with my kids. You fuck with your life. You fucking these hoes. I'm fucking my wife. AK not silent like knife. Think he won't do it, I might. I gotta do what I like. This is a code red for old heads who never liked my short shorts and pro cats. Been a minute since he had to fit it on the notepad.
Nah, this one sounds like a Drake diss.
I was busy building up the life that niggas don't have. Told me the money don't make you lonely. It ain't so bad. Niggas joke so dad. They haven't seen their son in a month.
Come on, bro.
If it's written in stone, freak it and leave it alone. Give it time. Let the truth come to light. Let him catch up. Niggas peeping like, damn, he was right. White boy throwing dirt off my name for the think piece. Or on my name for a dick piece. I'm allergic to this rap shit. Made a song, spent more time. Made a song, but spent more time writing the caption. I'm allergic to this rap shit. Made a song, but spent more time writing the caption. Damn, that might be a Drake diss. That's the only one I really... when I heard this song and I heard that line, I thought he was talking about himself in a sense like, but then now you look at it, made a song, but spent more time writing the caption. Then he goes, my tweets are all lowercase. I saw these niggas capping. My homegirl said you a stalker. So we ain't dapping. I ain't see you, man. What happened? Who's his homegirl? They're saying that he's close with Georgia Smith. Georgia Smith's on the album. Drake allegedly dated Georgia Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia Smith's on the Charles Gambino album.
Yo, did Kendrick just like give everyone the energy to just torch
well, if
Drake?
you think about it, Childish Gambino admitted that. What was that one song?
Childish Gambino did say that This Is America was supposed to be a Drake diss.
Yeah.
But then it was supposed to be a funny Drake diss.
Yeah.
But then he spun it to be what it was to this day.
Yeah.
But the interviewer never asked him for clarity. Like, what the fuck do you mean by that? If I'm the interviewer, I hear that, I'll be like, stop the press. Stop the everything. What the fuck do you mean by that? Like, you were dissing Drake? Do you not like Drake? Was it better with Drake? Do you got a problem with Drake? What's going on with Drake? I always felt like him and Drake could work together greatly because he does pop rap. Drake does pop rap. They could collaborate amazingly. I don't see why not. Also on this album, he does say that he's not with that beef and shit no more. He doesn't want no problems. Bless you.
Thank you.
He said, you saw me and Tyler, because him and Tyler, Creator, were supposed to have an issue between each other, but they squashed it at Coachella. And Tyler, Creator, brought him out. And he was like, I don't know why I didn't like this nigga. I used to hate this nigga. But look at him here now, blah, blah, blah. And then that's how Tyler addressed it with him live there at Coachella. And then Gambino on the album says, I'm not with that beef shit. I don't want no problems. Look at me and Tyler. Like, I'm a dad now. So he can't say that on the album and then go ahead and diss Drake. It's a hypocritical. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yo, someone said go to Rap Genius. Them niggas broke this entire thing down as a Drake diss.
As a Drake diss?
Yeah, and they got mad
Yoshi,
references.
Noah?
Yeah.
Really?
And they got mad references, Vic. This is nasty.
I don't think it's a Drake diss. I could be wrong. The line
Apple Stock one gives me Drake diss.
Someone just said, too, that Drake dissed Gambino on tour.
Drake diss Gambino?
What specifically, Hudson, if you can elaborate?
Drake disses. Let me look that up. I'll play the clip behind me, if anything. Let's play some clips for context here.
It started as a Drake diss, to be honest. It started as a Drake diss, to be honest. This is America. That was all we had with that line. But then I was like, this shit sounds kind of hard, you know? So I was like, let me play with it. I got you slipping now. It started.
I think maybe he meant like as a Drake diss because Drake's Canadian.
Yeah.
This is America. But then why were you dissing Drake? It could be on some parody shit. But even then, you're still dissing Drake. Right? I've always found this shit odd.
Very strange.
Why did he say that? Right? Then we have Drake disses, Childish Gambino's is This Is America. This is Hip Hop DX. Let's see what they said.
Appears that Drake threw some shade at the Childish Gambino song, This Is America. Hey, it's Asia Sky.
Oh,
here
he
for
did
Hip
throw
Hop
shade.
DX,
I remember
so
one
check this
time.
out. Drake had out as a Drake diss, to be honest, as like a funny way of doing it. But then I was like, this sounds kind of hard though. So I was like, let me play with it.
Now, granted, this is probably more of a reference to
Oh, okay.
probably more of a reference to Kendrick's Control verse, where he does a similar thing and calls everybody out. But he did mention Drake by name there. A lot of people think Drake replied on this record right here by saying this. Oh, you childish
Oh, you childish calling my name on the world stage.
my name on a world stage. That freestyle that Gambino did was in Sydney, Australia, a world stage. The next line of
Okay.
the song is about Tyga, so it kind of went over people's head that he was going at Gambino there, but I truly think he did throw a little shot. Gambino also had an episode of Atlanta where he kind of made fun of Drake in a weird way, where they were at Drake's party the whole night.
He's out there living his life and I'm here living mine. I'm just trying to get this photo with Drake.
It's okay. Why don't you lie down again, okay? Look, it's Drake. You can hang out with Drake, okay? Why don't you stay with Drake? I'm gonna be right back, okay?
Yeah, I remember that. But I feel like that was pretty tongue-in-cheek. It wasn't nothing too serious to Drake shout out in the show. But let's play he said Drake's name at the Sydney, Australia show. Let's see. I didn't catch this ever. Oh, yeah, when he started rapping and going crazy. I remember this now. Okay. Okay. But let me play devil's advocate again. That's all the research we needed, right? Because what else was I looking at something else previously? No, it was
They
just
said
that.
Drake dissed him on tour.
Drake dissed him on tour. That's what they said in the chat, right?
But I don't think that happened. Oh, no.
Oh, right
it is.
here.
Drake takes shots. No, it was the other one, bro. That's the whole breakdown. Drake takes shots at Childish Gambino. Oh, yeah, he said it sucked. You remember? He's like, that shit was corny, some shit like that.
Oh, shit. That's true.
I'm gonna be too strong out of
They played the headlines. When Drake performed headlines on tour, they had headlines that read, This Is America. What is it? The overrated
yeah,
and over awarded hit song This is America was originally
a
Drake diss
record.
I remember that now. Yo, I forgot that even happened. Oh shit.
So Drake did his own headline to go with headlines, but it was a real headline, but he did his own twist to it because that was a real headline that the song was originally a Drake diss record, but then he said that this is the overrated, whatever, blah, blah, over awarded, which I disagree. The song was amazing. That's one of the best music. That's one of the best songs of all time. One of the best videos of all time. Drake knows it too, but I get God bless you, Drake. I don't even want to lie. God bless you.
You were wrong, Vic. I'm sorry.
Damn, so you think he really dissed him? This
He
whole song?
dissed the fuck out that nigga. Yeah.
Yoshi Noah. And
It's
the
been a
song's
year,
hard.
too.
The song's hard.
He had some time to think about it.
Plenty.
Plenty of time.
Damn.
He torched that nigga.
Let me play some of the song. The song's hard. I'll play some of it. I don't want to get copyrighted. I'll play it a little bit. That's my brother. Don't you know it? I stuck around like Yoshi Noah.
Shit, I'll be pissed too if a nigga said
Why
that shit
ain't
about
playing,
me.
man? Okay, no.
I'll never be able to hear headlines again. You know how mad I'll be?
I love that song.
I love that
I
song.
might be too strong on compliments, overdose on confidence, starting not to give a fuck and stop fearing my confidence.
Drinking every night because we drink to my accomplishments. Faded way too long, I'm flowing in and out of consciousness, and they say that I'm back. I agree
Drake,
with
you
that.
want to give us
I
the
just
Drake
take
that
my
we
time
love?
with all this shit. I still believe in that.
Get in that
I had someone
bag.
tell me,
Bro, that's
yo,
why I always
for
pray to
who
God
needed
my,
that.
the
And
greats
they
don't
wanna-
diss
come
me.
on.
Take care.
Come
Let's
on,
take
come
care,
on.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because you know what
Come
it means
on,
to
bro.
be beefing with a nigga that made a classic like that?
Yoshi Noah, listen here.
That's my brother, don't you know it?
I stuck around like Yoshi Noah.
Stone Mountain Reed and the Cass Sequoia.
This is my life. I must enjoy it. Then him sounding like Drake, then
It's him mocking him the
It's him
same way
mocking
that
Drake.
Kendrick and this nigga mocked him on Hillbillies. Remember?
yeah.
Oh, nah, that's petty. Wow. Took a book out of Keem and Dodd's book. You love to see that.
And Yoshi Noah in Japanese means fast food chain. Yoshi Noah.
Wow. He called this flow fast food.
I stuck around like Yoshi Noah. This line is referencing how long Yoshi Noah has stuck around since 1899.
1899.
He's trying to say Drake has stuck around this entire time making fast food music. He's a piece of shit.
But maybe he's saying he stuck around. He has stuck around. Gambino's been relevant.
I hear you, bro. But
That's my brother, don't you know it? I stuck around like Yoshi Noah. Stone Mountain, Red Dan, Dalkai Band, Sequoia. Stone Mountain, I believe, is in Atlanta. He's shouting out where he's from. This is my life. I must enjoy it. We won't hold
You
back.
think he's calling himself fast food?
Maybe.
I think it's
But
just
not
a
the fact-
reference
He's
that,
just
like,
a reference because it's been around for forever.
Since 1899.
But then it's also double entendre, maybe.
That's over
if
100
if
years.
this is a Drake diss, it's a double entendre because we have the beef.
Yeah.
Rap beef, and he's also calling Drake fast food. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a Drake diss.
I think so.
Especially because of that performance line. That shit
Yeah.
fucked me up right there. This is America shit. That was a quick. We did a quick loophole live right now with you guys. I forgot all about that shit.
Yo, I completely. I don't even know why I forgot that. That
My
was
fucking
last
brain
summer.
just almost exploded on camera.
That was last summer?
That was last.
That was
summer.
last summer, bro.
July 23rd, literally last year.
And the
Bro, that
Georgia
song
Smith
is
shit,
so
bro. Georgia Smith's on
fucking
this
old.
album.
Why is he talking about that shit years after that track drop?
Because he's the petty king.
Drake's the petty king.
He's trying to be Eminem now. Eminem replies to shit like 3-4 years later.
Eminem has the #1 album in the country.
And are you surprised?
218,000.
You guys check it out yet?
I started finished it.
I've listened to like half of it. So far, like the first half that I listened to, the only song I don't like is Lucifer. Everything else I like.
Yeah. I think it's one of the better albums this year. One of the best albums this year.
It's good.
He robbed Taylor Swift from her title. She was about to beat Stevie Wonder.
Wow. and he
For
took it from her.
most consecutive #1s in a week in a row.
She'll be alright. She'll come back again.
He did like a pop up with he did a pop up in London and in New York, I believe, and it was a funeral for Slim Shady. So it was like a fake Slim Shady, and he was there. He met fans and everything. It seemed pretty cool. I'm like, they're marketing this album pretty nicely. I like what they're doing.
You could tell he cared about it.
Yeah.
Because the last ones, like Kamikaze, I listened to Kamikaze fully. That shit was whatever. And in the way he gave it up after a while, because when him and Joe started beefing and Paul, he gave up on the album. Then the other one, the one of him burying niggas, he gave up on that shit after like a month when niggas started calling it trash. I'm glad he stuck by this one.
Friday, DJ Mustard new album, Ice Spice new album.
Sorry.
I know you guys want that Ice Spice album.
I don't want that Ice Spice album.
I know you do. I know you do.
I think Ice Spice is a feature artist. Unless
Listen.
someone writes for her.
Stop playing with him, Riot.
She needs to move on from Riot.
Stop playing with him, Riot. Stop playing with him, Riot.
I'm shocked you don't like that
Fat
Central
butt
C
and my fat butt put my pants up.
Bitches in gray shorts and a fat butt, put my pants up. Fat butt, put my pants up.
That's terrible. You don't even like the good songs either, bro. That's what makes me so mad.
He listens to this shit at the gym. I fuck with this track. I like this track.
I ain't tripping the grip of my purse.
I love the beat, the production.
I like the beat and I like Central C's part. It's something about her part I don't love. I'm like, it could be way better.
Bro, I just like when the women sing it.
A classic though. How
'Cause
about a
it's shaking
classic? You
ass.
guys want to hear a classic song? Maybe the most classic record.
If it's the fart song, I'm gonna fart when you play.
Maybe the most classic record of the year. Depending on how you look at it. You know.
I'm a fart if he plays the fart song.
Depending on how you look
You've
at
been
it.
holding that shit in.
I
Huh?
have the entire time. I'm scared the mic's gonna pick it up.
It most likely will, bro.
Well, if he plays the song, it'll go with
You're
the
not even
aesthetic.
the fart. I be going hard.
I picked it up. Yeah.
And we're done. That sounded like lava was like was
said
peeking through the fucking volcano.
R&B Khalid album dropping Friday too.
Who?
Oh really? Khalid is back again?
I guess so. I guess so.
At the great Khalid? He's been gone,
That
man.
nigga disappeared after that. He won that Grammy, nah.
Yeah, he's been gone.
That's the black nigga that he looks like fat Jalen Brown, right?
Yeah, he's been gone, bro, completely.
I heard that nigga in a grip.
But
I think I haven't heard him since his feature on Black's album, The Love Letter.
Oh yeah, I forgot he did that.
I myself haven't heard from him since then.
shout out to Black. He did a new On the Radar. It was his song. He has a song that came out a couple weeks ago called Fuck the Rap Game. Fuck the rap game. It's in the street, but man. I gotta interview Black, bro. We're gonna make it happen, Black. My thing is like you dropping a song called Fuck the Rap Game, but are you a rapper then to say that? Aren't you an R&B artist that raps? Or are you just saying it from an R&B artist perspective?
Like R&B's better?
No, because when you hear it, it's like he's talking about the rap game as if he's a rapper. Like the fuck the rap game because it's fake, blah, blah, blah.
I feel like Black could if he wanted to.
But then to say fuck the rap game, that's why I feel like that song no one's really talking about as much as they would because they're not considering him a rapper.
Yeah, that and
If Big Sean dropped a song called "Fuck the Rap Game," everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, what's he talking about?"
Mhm.
Anyone, Logic, whoa, what's he talking about? Fuck the rap game.
He doesn't understand male R&B is cooked, and
we need you to save male R&B, Black.
Yeah,
get in your bag.
You're not considered a rapper,
even though he raps good.
Yeah, he can.
Or maybe he just like I feel like he just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
He's an artist.
I want to talk to Black too. Yeah, I feel like
we're gonna make it happen. He's dead. He's down. It was just like a matter of timing. I'm pretty sure we're gonna make it happen.
It's been a while, man, and I feel like he's not getting the attention that he should be. But it's like it kind of to me it kind of comes off as like it's his fault. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of is.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like
no, it's
I want to
trajectory.
talk to our brother, man. I feel like we've grown distant. What's good, bro? Hit
What's
us
his
up.
manager again? Is it Justice? Whatever that name
I think Justice and LVRN over there. But we did see his tour was sold out. And we
Bro.
saw there was a bunch of random people there. Like he has his cult following still.
No, for sure.
Don't get me wrong.
For sure.
But it's crazy.
He's always
because
gonna be successful with that shit.
when I saw him at the Black concert in Boston, bro, he was on top of the world. And Summer Walker was well below him, and the roles
now
had
she's
drastically
kind of- yeah.
shifted.
And she was opening up for him.
Yup, and her titty came out. I remember that. I was so happy.
Of course you do, you dirty dog.
I was so happy to see that. She didn't even notice either.
That's
We're trying to tell her,
That's
and in my head I'm
crazy.
like, stop telling her.
Send me that link.
I'm right next to my ex too the whole time, and I'm just staring. I'm like, nice, bro, beautiful.
Oh man, that's when they were natural.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're not.
And joints was danging, bro. Wow. But that's my point, bro. You open up for the man, and now technically he would have to open up for you. You're the bigger act. She sold more records than him already,
Yeah.
bro. That both of those albums.
Female R&B's taking over.
She's a great artist.
Female rap took over.
Because niggas rather listen to trap music than some sex music.
Oh, no. It's a bigger conversation for another day. But we appreciate you all. We love you all. We thank you all for joining us this live stream, this podcast, Club and Bishop podcast, episode 146. We love you. Thank you.